1. Oh,
One.
you just said 3, 2, and I'm like, what? Okay.
Because if I would have
Where's the
said
one?
1, we would have.
We'll get it eventually.
We would have been. I'd said 1. Hey, we're working things out. We're professionals here.
Yes. Yes. Anyway.
Fix it in post. Fix it in post.
Fix it in post. Hello. Good evening, everyone. It's Monday. Welcome to Divine and Conquer's Hoard of the Dragon Queen. It is a 5th edition module run out of the Tyranny of Dragons campaign per Wizards of the Coast material. I am Vic. I will be your DM, and always awkward segues into everything. Announcements. We have any special announcements today or this week or anything?
Remember, guys, we're still transitioning into our other YouTubes for Divine Play, which is our YouTube channel, and Divine Intervention, which is our personal passion projects and stuff. The information is down below. Don't forget to give us a like and subscribe and all that jazz.
Speaking of awkward transition,
are you talking about me?
Got that.
Stop it.
That was funny.
Stop it.
I like that. That was funny. What, Jeremiah? What is the awkward transition? Or was that literally the meme?
it is now.
All right. Bit done.
No.
Yes, please.
No, I've lost my train of thought. No, tomorrow I'm streaming. Divide and Conquer is streaming too for the game room tomorrow. I still don't know what to play.
You should have. Hey, since you are a part of a specific Discord, you should ask the bros what you should play. Like, throw it out there into the void and see what they say.
That's not a bad idea, my dude.
That's not a bad idea. I'll do that. I have 2 things. Either
I know another man who also does 2 things.
either that or that.
Ooh, I might vote for the second.
Second sounds good.
Oh, I grabbed the wrong one. I grabbed the
the
wrong
left
Final
one,
Fantasy.
I mean.
This one. This Final Fantasy. But we'll see.
I guess we shall.
Still look at that awkward.
Awkward. So awkward. So, with that, check out the game room tomorrow. Watch Jeremiah play games. Be adorable. As always, you can use our channel points to get a drum solo out of him.
Yes, you can.
Which we also have. We have channel points that you can use for for our games. Like you can redeem some righteouses. You can redeem some concerned. Say when.
Yes.
Specifically for Hoard of the Dragon Queen, and you can also give anybody here advantage.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Please specify who you're giving advantage to, and
then they get to use that.
Yeah, remember that they can use it as for the entire game one time, and But a player can only have advantage uno time.
Uno time. No, no stack.
No stacky.
No stacky.
No snacky.
No.
No snack.
So, speaking of
snacks.
speaking of snacks, you want to talk about the delicious wood product that Talon and Claw is always putting onto their stores?
Yeah, let's continue with that. This thick,
we're good at
long,
segues.
delicious piece of wood. Yeah. Oh God, I had it right. Look at this. Look at that. Like dual hexagonal. And but this should be like a link sound every time we open it. We have the technology.
We do. We have the technology.
Yeah, but they have a single dice vaults. They have dice trays. They have DM screens, spell slot holders, cool T-shirts. They have which else do they have? Dice themselves.
Wooden dice.
From Condor.
That seem to always roll excellent for Tabatha.
Tabby, you should never roll anything other than those dice. Just say.
That's true too. With
like it's sitting on a 20 right now, like just naturally, just sitting there.
Yeah, it's just kind of the same thing with
Not
on the
tonight.
Wednesday game.
It's because you're not playing Cole.
Yeah, it only works when I play Cole.
Yeah, I think it's just you, Jeremiah. You just roll all the 20s ever.
No,
Birdurai is just lucky.
Birdurai does, yes, but Leon on the Talon and Claw dice rolls them high numbers. If I roll a different dice on Leon, it doesn't roll the high numbers.
Fair.
Very
But yeah,
fair,
their
very
Etsy information is down below, and if you use the code Divine Conquer, you get 10% off, which is really cool.
Yes.
So you can buy your husband something, you can buy your boyfriend something, you can buy your boy toy something, the side piece, bring them all together. Have a big.
You can buy your boyfriend's boyfriend something.
Yeah, your boyfriend's boyfriend thing. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Speaking of side piece,
That's
God damn! You
transition
segued.
into Alistair.
Awkward transition. I guess
Who's
this
the
is
side
the part.
piece there?
I'm not sure yet.
Two pieces of a whole idiot.
That's
Two halves of an old idiot. Yes, correct.
That's fair.
Yeah, this is roasted rice. Delicious. Sorry, I'm trying a new tea. Anyway. So, Alistair, what do we got going on this week, Len?
This Friday, the patrons over on the Alistair Patreon page are going to get Chapter 4 on Friday.
Yep.
Yay! Super exciting.
Yep, launching Chapter 4 for patrons on Friday, Monday for Webtoon.
I'm excited.
So that's super exciting. So
We also have something fun in the store at the moment.
we do! And the thing I bought has shipped.
That means it'll be here by Friday for you to
I-
show it off because you're in our
I hope
Friday
so.
game now.
Yay! And speaking of stuff in the shop, hey y'all, merch.
Yes, sorry.
Check out
merch.
that
And Alistair.
Look at that merch.
Also, I have this over there.
Look at that. Oh, look at that beautiful
Nice.
flag. Look
Yeah.
at that beauty.
Most beautiful. Most beautiful.
And then you got a flag over there with
You
Jeremiah
got a
too.
sea devil flag. God, I need to get me one of those flags.
I need to get the
huge.
face mask. Oh,
I'm
the face
gonna
mask.
get
with face
the
on.
face mask is the first thing on my list when I get adult money this
Vic,
week.
you
Yes.
need to make a face mask, but it's like Dis's mouth with like the teeth. All right then.
I need it.
Also,
Give-
where on the face mask, there's like a nose. The nose part. That's
With
where
the nose ring.
Just the nose ring right here.
Oh, that'd be so cool. I'll have to give
You
it
have
a
to
shot.
mess with it.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to finagle with it, but that'll be awesome. That'll definitely be awesome. Yes. So check out our merch. Check out Alistair. We've got all our links down below. You can always subscribe to our Patreon for as little as $1 a month, but you don't have to because it'll be available for general public on Mondays.
No, they have
So-
to. They have to. They can't. No
Have
choice.
to. We obviously have. We're obviously giving everyone no choice. You're paying for a comic that does not exist. Yes. Anyway. So
Awesome.
yes. So moving on with that, if we don't have any other announcements, let's go ahead and awkward transition into introductions.
Great. You're doing great.
I'm doing as best as I can right now. As I said
Amazing.
before. My name's Vic. I will be your dungeon master for tonight, and also everybody else that's not played by these guys. And
Good.
next to me is this beautiful lady.
Hello, everybody. I will be. Wow. I am.
Hi,
You
Tabitha.
will be Tabatha.
I will be playing Janva Vohntree, the Drow Cleric.
It's starting. We're forgetting who we are now.
All right, then we have a grumpy old man,
Hey guys.
number one.
I'm Jesus. I'll be playing a Tortle named Fox, and he is the grumpiest man out there. With his best friend Spud.
Aw, Spud.
Yeah, the best Donko ever.
The best Donko, and for best Burbo,
Ooh, best Burpo.
Kurapa! My name is Jeremiah, and I'll be playing Birdurai, the Aarakocra samurai fighter.
nice.
Yes.
Excellent.
That's all I have.
And then we've got some fish people.
Hi, I'm Stephanie, playing Ophelia Noelani Menta, the Triton Tempest Cleric of very chaotic, slight pyromaniac words. Slight pyromaniac, chaotic.
Failing us today.
everywhere.
They're all labels,
Over.
man. Just all labels.
Just say when.
Oh,
Just say
here's my babysitter.
Hi,
There's a babysitter.
hi, I'm Josh. I'll be playing Yuliy, the other fish person that's the babysitter for this 5-year-old. So he's gonna go buy a piece of rope and tie it around. It's like a little child leash.
That's adorable.
We do have art of that.
Where's the art?
And of course, Zest for last.
Just for the last, as always. I'm Lynn. I'm going to be playing Greyson Tataric, the human conjuration wizard, noble, and best dad.
Best dad. Aw.
Best dad.
Does he have a mug that says #1 dad?
It probably says like number 3 or something.
Like it was #1, and then but
No.
it was stretched out to 3.
But it's embroidered in diamonds, nonetheless.
Bedazzled.
He probably has a mug that says like "Don't talk to me, peasant," or something.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. I think Phoebus inherited that mug.
Probably.
Okay, so with that, let's go ahead and roll our intro and then get into the game.
All right.
So, rolling into that recap. Boop.
Oh, there we go.
There we are.
There we are.
There we are. Music starts to play. Right, so Birdurai, care to regale us in what happened in the last game?
I'm not gonna lie to you, my roll 20 just poofed.
There we go.
At least the Discord did it.
All right.
Anyway, Birdurai apparently is gonna be recapping today. So, I don't know what happened yesterday or last week, the other week. That's my recap for today.
Excellent.
Everything was just a red blur for him.
It was all a red blur. We did.
He was the red
fight.
blur.
He was the red blur.
I
Yeah,
was
so-
the red blur.
Red
Paul.
feathers and blood everywhere.
I flew very high, Paul, and there was a golem, a stone golem that was cut in half by Xavier with my help.
With your help, that's right. You
With
both
my help
managed
of
to,
the
you both
double-
managed to crit on the goblin, on the golem at the same time.
the
was-
nat 20s.
Right.
And then there's another bigger Birdurai, Paul, that killed. What's her name? I'm bad with names.
So, to translate Birdurai, as you guys were finishing up your battle against the castle's guard, 12 ogres on the battlements with ballista. You had a stone golem that was attacking, and then Rezmir and some guard drakes had appeared. Birdurai finishing off the golem alongside with Xavier. With the help of Fox's giant bird friend, Rezmir was quickly dispatched between that big beautiful bird and the beautiful Janva, taking
This
the
tea's delicious.
finishing off against her messy breakup.
I told again, third time's the charm.
Third time, yeah, that's correct. Third time is the charm when you're trying to get rid of a complicated ex. Sometimes it's best to just get your friends involved and they throw a big bird at her.
Murder them.
When decapitation doesn't work, use giant bird.
Just try bird. Correct.
Let's try it, bird.
And so with that, you raised the alarm all along the Skyreach Castle. Reinforcements were starting to appear, and you all managed to hide away within a tower that belongs to a pair of red wizards. But Greyson was not with you. He ended up somewhere else.
Fox told us to poop somewhere. Right?
I did.
I remember that.
Fox said, take your shits now.
Please poop on the wizard's books. Not this wizard, the evil wizards.
The evil wizard, the bad wizard.
Bad wizards.
I just remember also when Fox realized Greyson wasn't with us, he had his angry old man rant.
Yeah.
Come on, Spud.
For some apparent reason, Paul, the one with the worst decks stealthed away.
I just imagine Fox walking out and like giving no shit and just nobody was looking.
He probably stubbed our heel there, but we didn't hear it.
He can teleport. Just poof.
Oh, that one. Worst sex. Actually, yeah, you do have worse sex than a 450-pound ball of anger.
Yes.
Correct.
We're butchering your intro. I'm sorry.
So, what?
Nothing.
Do collaborative
Where
recaps.
did my map go? Collaborative recaps. That's
Collaborative
yes,
recap.
absolutely perfect.
That was totally my plan.
Excellent.
Birdurai, you goddamn genius.
It's like watch me.
All a
roll.
part of Kikaku. Kikaku means plan.
Kuropo means plan.
Kurobo means plan.
I like the eerie music.
Seamless transition. What up? Right, so let me get you guys over to where we last left off.
Yes.
So currently, in what appears to be the top floor of this wizard's tower, you had a look around. If anybody wants to peruse further, you can roll another investigation since it's been like 2 weeks since we did that last. Fox, Xavier, and I'm assuming Birdurai, were you going with as
Yeah.
well, or okay?
Yeah, I already stepped out with Fox.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was a collective effort of going. Grayson.
Okay, so was everybody going to go look for Greyson?
I that's what I thought it was. I didn't know if.
I mean, I
All right, so
didn't make a big scene of it.
No bird left behind.
I know Fox looked at that giant telescope and was like, stupid.
he looked through it and he thought he saw Greyson disappear into a door. So
Better than running into it.
suspicious.
As we're walking outside of this
Mm-hmm.
area, I will turn to Fifi specifically, but this is towards everybody. Can you produce fire?
It's my favorite thing to produce.
I'm gonna point at a book. Catch this bitch on fire. And then look at all the wooden structures and books and notations and components everywhere. Remember, we're here to make some chaos. And I'm gonna keep walking. Can't hear
Nope.
you.
Fifi, we can't hear you.
Okay. I was like, what's the last thing you heard?
Nothing.
Absolutely
No,
nothing.
they
I'm on the same page, Fox. Like, you're in my head. We're sharing the same mind right now. Like, I'm gonna grab him, like, are you in my mind right now?
I'm
When
gonna look directly at Spud.
Okay. Everyone out. I'll be the last one out.
I was gonna note like when Fox said asked Fifi, can you create fire? Birdurai is already by one book with my tinderbox flinting it.
Okay. Great. That works. Yeah, that works.
I don't know if you want me to roll something to see if it immediately happens. because there's specific actions that Birdurai will do if it doesn't immediately happen.
Okay. I mean, starting a tinderbox, since it is a basic item, not so much as having you roll for a skill check on lighting an actual tinderbox. I mean, you're lighting a tinderbox against a piece of paper. Of course, the second you do, it's going to start to spark and slowly kind of like catch fire on the paper as the paper starts to like curl and blacken from the fire. So, just gonna ask one more time: did anybody actually want to roll a thing just to make sure that they?
Sure.
Since it's been like 2 weeks, I didn't know if anybody actually wanted to. So nobody said anything the first time I did.
May as well.
What?
We're here in May as well.
Okay.
Real quick before we test. That's
Well,
a nice...
All right.
I'm not the best at it, so I'll just let John do it.
I'm not the best at it either, actually. But I got a 19.
Okay. Janva, as you're kind of perusing the desks and the books, just seeing if there's anything. Fifi, what are you doing on the stairs?
I'm gonna go like down like at least 3 or 4 stairs.
Okay.
Place a certain box there that
Okay.
contains certain things,
All right.
and then I'm gonna go back to the entrance and wait till everyone gets out.
Okay. All right.
Exciting.
So you do that. Janva, as you're kind of like carefully looking over just to make sure if there's anything that might be of use, any clue or something that could make sense of the situation that you're in. As you're kind of like flipping through a book, a letter kind of bookmarked into a few pages, kind of like sticks out for you. And when you grab it, it's open. The seal has been broken on the letter itself, or the wax seal. But when you kind of rub your finger over it to like close the seal again, you see that it is a gemstone with a sword embedded into it, which you would recognize as the same insignia that is on Greyson's ring.
Janva's gonna take that.
Okay.
She'll take.
All right. Just let me know if you decide to read it. Little legend. So, just let me know when you decide to read it, so I can send you the words.
Okay.
Okay.
She'll glance at it real quick before we leave.
Oh. I almost forgot half of that.
Secret messages.
Secret messages!
Fox is over here looking at her right. Anyway, so like, it's a new polish. If you start like shaving your nails a little bit deeper, you can get that real like effect. Turns to Xavier. I'm sure you can do it too. You probably, I mean, seeing Captain's claws are enormous.
As he kind of like looks at his own hands, like, I guess. And I mean, they're kind of sharp and claw-like themselves, but like, definitely not as intensely as the captain's.
I hope that everyone's looking outside and it's just Fox, Birdurai, and Zebby just like, yes.
Oh no, not my nails, but
your
my talons. So Birdurai has 1 foot up, looking at his talons.
Oh my god. So, all right. So, Janva taking the letter, Fifi tucking her surprise on the stairs, and you said you were lighting it as you go.
Yeah, as soon as everyone's out, I'm gonna sacred flame it until it catches.
Okay, that's fine. So once everybody is outside, you wait a moment, unless you're going immediately. It takes a few seconds, but then you hear the resounding whistle of something firing off, and then a series of muffled explosions encased in the stone tower. Fox, you could swear cannon fire is hitting the ship right now. You gotta go. You gotta duck for cover.
Yep.
This is as we're all leaving.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Literally, as you close the door, you hear the firework popping off, and then a series of explosions.
Are we gonna line up and post and then explosion happens?
Slow mo out of there.
The structure of the tower remains, but you do hear the explosion go off.
Janva's gonna be glancing at this note, and she's just gonna kind of grasp onto it a little bit tighter, and then she's gonna fold it up and put it in her bag.
Okay. So, as you all gather on the bridge, you start to see activity moving around in the castle's courtyards. You see you see platoons of purple-robed individuals scouting the area. You see them, especially from your vantage point, you see them in the main gates, inspecting the rubble of the broken golem and the fallen ogres.
Are they blocking the door that we need to get to?
From what you can see, roll me in perception.
Perception.
Roll me a perspective check.
Perception.
For those that wish to roll perception, you can roll perception on this.
Perception. That is 18, 19, 1, 20, 23.
All right, okay, that's right. You told me a number. Anyone else?
13.
13.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, can't see.
Can't see shit.
I got a 7.
17? Okay. So as you
From what you can see, most of the attention seems to be on the main gates itself. There are guards that kind of cross across the vast expanse of the courtyard itself. Here, let me put you all there.
Ooh, yay.
Which, when you step outside, Fifi and Janva, you would notice that your, the 2 wyverns, have been, confiscated, essentially.
Oh, damn.
No!
You see them as they're being led. They're not, it's not so much as that they're not being treated poorly, no. They're, for the most part,
I mean, they belong to the cult.
True.
they're being led by essentially by the bridles to the stables by the gate. For the most part, I need to move some guys around. For you.
You picked up things that can scroll and stuff. Oh, look at all that! Look at all that carnage we left behind.
Yep, that's still there.
I'm gonna look towards the group, pull out my hand, and point over to the giant hand that's on the other side.
There, you see for Janva and Ophelia, you see a couple of the cult members trying to like decipher what the ogres are telling them, and they're just like, why? Like, you can't hear their conversation, but you can just see like a general exasperation amongst the cult members. They're just like, why weren't you doing your job?
You're telling me this. Go do something better.
Be better, please.
Just
And where are the wyverns again?
Just be better.
Let me. The wyverns, you see them being led essentially through these gates here and into this small building, which is a stable.
Okay, that's fine as long as they're being taken care of.
Really?
Huge map.
Such a huge map. It's actually not. Would you be surprised that it's not my biggest map?
You mean, it can get bigger.
So
So where
me,
exactly
it can.
at did Fox did you see Greyson go?
This way.
Hold
I remember at the end there was like a building.
Right over here.
Oh,
That's
sorry,
where
one more
you. Right over
time?
here.
Okay. All right.
Where you saw the
I'm gonna
door.
point right over there. That one. And I should probably be leading because that makes a total most of the sense.
All right. So how will you be going forward?
Yeah, we
Fox-
have-
Are you guys stealthing or are you just walking plain as day?
Fox is gonna do his best to stealth with the +0, but it's not gonna work. Is it okay to roll
Janva-
stealth?
Yes. If you're gonna stealth, go ahead and roll me some stealth.
It's so bad
Yeah.
that the dice fell off the tray and into the aether.
I'll be right behind Fox. I'm gonna try to stealth as well. Bright red bird with and in
Janva.
white. In white snow.
Considering these right here are the ones right here
Mhm.
and here are the ones that are most concerning to Janva, including these over here. Let's see.
Math is being done.
Huh?
It's
By the way,
math
I
between.
got a 7 on my stealth, my dude.
All right.
Janva's gonna kind of like go, I guess, try to go down like in front,
Okay.
and she's going to. Can one stealthily shoot a guiding? Oh god, I don't want it to make it seem like I'm shooting up a goddamn flare though.
What are you attempting?
My thought process was to shoot a guiding bolt up right here and making a noise right here that would.
Roll me if you're gonna do. Okay, so if that's what you want to do, you're gonna roll me.
Can I arc it up to where?
Roll me a stealth,
Fuck.
and to make it seem like it's just roll me a stealth first, and then roll me roll me to especially essentially an attack roll, just to see how well you do it.
18 for the stealth.
Okay, right?
And then I attack.
Yeah. So roll me for your spell attack. This will be just to see how well you can aim it, and
18 plus
all right. Okay.
for the attack.
So Janva kind of stepping down in front, you see her kind of like with 2 fingers, just kind of like carefully aiming, and then you see her kind of lob it up in an arc, and you see the bolt of radiant energy just like arc up and over, and then hit just onto the stone, and the stone crumbles and falls to the side, and you see those over here just kind of like stop and they look up, and one of them's just like, wait, and kind of drawing his sword, he motions for everybody, and they start to move up.
It's good. It's really good.
So go to investigate that.
Yeah, I'm rolling stealth as well to, I guess, towards where Fox wants to go or
Okay.
needs to go, and it
Sure.
was a 22.
22. All right.
Fifi got a 12 to stealth.
Okay.
Don't worry, I got a 7.
Fox got a 7. Janva, would you like to roll for stealth if you're moving forward? I will
Yeah.
roll for Ro and Zephyr.
19 for stealth.
Oh, wait.
Respectively. That's actually good.
Yuliy got 15.
Okay.
30 gets her right here.
A 30. Oh. What'd you roll on still?
A 19.
19. Okay, that's straight?
Yeah,
Okay.
do a straight roll. With their armor and then her being a drow, it makes a straight roll.
Look.
Oh no, he's pulling out the specific campaign
I-
book.
Because specific enemy notes are in here.
Yeah, it's like, you know that's not good when the DM pulls out like, excuse me, let's see what the fuck the book says.
Let me look at. I'm just double checking their passives.
1,000.
Really.
It's gonna be above
God.
an 8, I tell you that much.
Because me, personally, my specific movements is sticking to the wall. So, I've said.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna
pretty
say
good.
for the most part, since everyone but Fox was above a 10, and the ogres are worse than a 10, you managed to just squeak by.
Okay.
Do we have
For the most-
Sorry.
So for this, I'll say free movement. Your stealth gets you essentially to where you need to go. As you kind of like sneak past, go to the door, kind of like open it, kind of careful to gauge that the hinges don't squeak as you do so, and you all slip inside.
Okay.
Yeah, because this is my pathway. I'm planning.
I'm just a lot slower than you. That's
It's stealth, okay? You need to stick to the wall.
dun, 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 dun,
I had Janva walking out in the middle like, sup? Nobody sees me. No, excuse me. Disappears.
That elf stealth, though.
Have I
So, one
told
moment.
you that I'm considering multi-classing her?
Dear Lord.
What, into a sorcerer?
No, into a rogue.
Into a barbarian with the stealth?
Moment while I get the map up and ready.
So we are officially moving and crunching in the snow.
No. Why?
We're all like hugging the wall. I can imagine everybody doing like that tiptoe sneak that you see in old cartoons.
That's Scooby-Doo tiptoe.
100% what we're doing.
Roll 20 is taking a dump on me.
What?
Oh,
How many?
Is this how if Fox sticks to the wall, you know, that side step like that on the wall, but he's so big with his shell so it scratches the wall?
Oh my god.
A turtle gets, bro, I've seen this tortoise get stuck in a restroom and then just break the entire toilet and just shatter it because it's like, it's in my way.
Right.
Yep.
I feel that's Fox. Unwillingly.
You think I could?
So what is this though?
What is what?
The hand.
The hand? What hand?
Is this the hand of Buddha?
Oh, remember there was this like hand gesture to require the hey. It's like,
Oh yeah,
you just go, hey
Wall.
girl.
Hey girl. No, but
Hey,
I was talking to about that one movie. What was that one movie? It's called like the same people that made Shaolin Soccer, the other movie,
Oh,
Kung Fu Hustle.
yes.
That's what I was talking about. The head. Oh, the head. Palm of Buddha.
I really want it to be that the way you get into the cult of Tiamat is you go up to the front gate and be like, hey bitch,
Hey, bitch,
hey
what
bitch,
up?
rar.
There's just a little. It's like, oh, hey girl, you can come in.
No, Vic, the TikTok. Rar.
Rar. Yes. Okay. Let me get you over. Sure that I have all my stuff correct.
Maps are.
Maps have to be correct. Maps correct. Please. Be correct.
That's a lot of tabs.
I have so many tabs open. Like a disgusting amount of tabs.
Maybe that's
Okay.
why.
If not, I'm just gonna roll with it. That's what I'll do. Okay. So as you all manage to kind of sneak your way into this room, the door closing behind you, the room itself is lit with sparse candlelight. And let me move you into said room.
Map change.
Yes, okay. Good. Let's do that.
Loadering.
Ooh. Is this what it feels on the other end?
So what? Yes, this is what it feels like on the other end. As you step, there's first thing to notice, of course, is this absolutely distasteful bear pelt rug on the floor. A couple of beds lining the walls for not candlelight. It's a brazier, I think is how you say it. Anyone can correct me if I'm wrong, because I know I say things wrong.
I think you're good.
I said one comment.
Wait, is this bear rug that huge?
Yeah,
Bears can get pretty large, dude.
it's stretched out.
you see-
too.
Yeah, it's also stretched out, yeah.
Huge.
You've got a couple beds lining the walls. A suit of armor, kind of decoratively in a corner, and a kind of ostentatious-looking hut in the corner by the brazier. Hut. It's
Is there anything that is loose? A pillow? Anything? A pebble on the floor?
there are pillows, there are blankets.
I'm gonna grab a pillow and throw it at the hut.
Okay, Lynn, what happens if he throws it at the hut?
I was muted. Sorry, I said nothing. It just bounces off.
The pillow bounces right off the hut.
I look towards the Birdurai. That's evil.
Xavier's just going to sigh.
I'm gonna grab 2 pillows now.
I don't have my. You're gonna see Birdurai go like, sorry for the prop, but my katana is all the way over there, but slowly pulling the sword
Oh my
out.
god, Birdurei's a Jedi now.
I'm gonna look towards Birdurai. I throw, you end it, and then pillow.
Oh my wa. Moisinderu.
Janva's rolling her eyes at all of this.
Guys, no.
Birdurai gonna be soup.
Oh my- As Birdurai starts doing zigzags across the room, Xavier just calmly and very exasperatedly just walks up to the hut.
I know Janva's in the same boat, just like.
I'm gonna hand both of them a pillow, just in case.
Xavier just takes the pillow like, thank you, Fox. And he'll just hold it. Just like look at where the entrance of the hut should be. Dad, can you please come out?
No.
No.
Dad, please, can you come out here so we can talk?
You just hear silence. There's nothing.
Janva just.
No,
Look.
like,
Janva. She's composing her words.
Janva looking over at Xavier. Which one's scarier? Greyson or his husband?
That depends on the time of day, and it also depends, well, I mean, they're both kind of scary, given the right situation.
Greyson, please come out right now, or I swear to God, I will write to your husband.
No. he'll like poke his head out.
As you see everybody standing in the room, looking at you and your hut, Greyson.
What?
We thought you were right behind us. What the hell? Are you okay?
He just.
Roll me
This is going to be.
roll me an insight check, Grace.
Da-da. Insight?
Yes.
9.
Oh my god. Just it's hard to say with how Xavier looks. He just kind of just he's holding a pillow and you're not sure where he got that from.
Comfort items, I don't know.
And he just looks, for the most part, antsy. But honestly, when has he not been through this entire adventure?
That's nothing new to him, so he wouldn't really take too much into that.
Why, Dad, why did you come hide in here?
I just needed to think some things out.
Okay, like what?
It's none of your business.
He just kind of takes a breath.
I'm gonna look towards Xavier and point at a pillow. Just motion for him to hit him.
Xavier just kind of like... You see him kind of like dig his claws into the pillow a bit. And he just kind of puts his head into it and just sighs.
No, not
just...
you, the other one.
And you hear him mumble something into the pillow. Which, if anybody wants to, you can roll me a perception to see if you can decipher what he's saying.
Sure.
Great.
Yeah.
Why not?
I got a non-nat 20. Which makes sense, he's right there.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
18.
12. But I also wanted to see if I can pry through this door and like listen.
Okay,
I
you
also
put
got
your
a
hand on the
30.
latch. You hear the sound of it turning. It opens.
Oh. I was just gonna try to like hear if there's any noise on the other side of the door.
Oh,
Which I roll a
From
12,
what you can-
so whatever you wanna do with
from
that.
what you hear, you just hear the sound of crackling fire. Nothing else.
It's safe.
But in the case that you do want to go and you put your hand on the latch, you feel it like it's not locked.
I'm not
Okay,
gonna open it just yet, but
What did everyone else get? Birdurai?
Dirty 20.
30-20. Ophelia?
I'm not even paying attention. Ophelia wants to like knock on this iron suit and see if there's anything in it. Just curious.
Roll me. No. You knock on it. Nothing happens.
Oh.
It just makes a hollow echo.
Roll initiative.
Roll initiative.
Spud gets hurt again because of fucking iron suit.
I guess Yuliy's taking a nap on the bed.
The man deserves it.
He's taking a little cat nap.
He just sits on it. Just finally. But for anybody who got, well, essentially 15 up, you hear the muffled sound of Xavier saying, "Sorry."
Aw.
Grayson just sighs. Fine. He just steps out of the tent, and then he'll snap his fingers and dismiss it.
Okay.
Second he does that, Janva's taking the pillow and lobbing it at him.
Roll me to throw a pillow.
Like she's intending on throwing it to make the loud thunk noise.
Roll me to attack with pillow.
Roll me to attack with pillow.
Once you get
That's a dirty 20.
Grayson's AC is 8.
Can I roll his dex to dodge?
Sure, I'll allow that.
Let's see. Let's see what happens. Actually, I'm going to use his jade die. 5.
Grayson, as you dismiss the tent, you start to turn to address the room, and then a pillow just hits you smack in the face.
That's for making us worry, you prick.
And there's like a puff of feathers that explode when it happens.
Yes.
I thought you got captured.
Here's a moment where, since Birdurai, Janva, Grayson, since you're the closest, you for a second you hear just a. Xavier's still hiding behind the pillow, but it's more so that he's trying to hide the fact that he's starting to laugh a bit.
Good.
Can I
Right.
also do a thing where
Yes.
when Fifi knocks on the, because I've actually been curious with it.
Yes.
Like when Fifi knocks on it, I kind of want to go in there and investigate that armor to see
Roll
what
me
it
to
is.
investigate.
What it is, basically.
Are you doing this with your background of smithing?
Yes.
Roll me a.
What, my smith tools?
No. I'll say maybe. That pertains to knowing stuff.
After Janva hits him with the pillow, she'll help him. If it did knock him over, she'll help him up.
For the 5, I'll say yes.
It was a dirty 20 to a 5.
From what you can see, Birdurai, it looks like it's designed to be like standard like plate mail. It's very decorative and ornate. It's black armor, and it has like these etchings of like scales on the front, like to mimic scales, but it's a solid plate mail.
Like, it's
And,
not.
but it looks like it's mostly judging from like the like I guess the thickness of the metal, it looks like it's purely meant for decoration, not for practical purpose.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna like, hey, Janva, new armor.
I feel
No,
like
it's-
Janva's gonna look at it and just be like, no.
No, that's what I was
And,
saying.
like-
I was gonna say that, but I was like, it looks decorative. So
Yeah,
never mind.
and looking at the armor itself, you see that it like it looks like the helm of it. It looks like it's shaped to have like these two curved horns, and it's basically meant to like replicate that of like a black dragon's visage.
I'm gonna
Janva just looks at it and no.
I'm gonna look at Fifi too. Was like, hey, you think this is money?
I mean, it's not shiny. She's gonna dunk it again. Like,
But Janva, with helping Grayson up, is gonna reach back and hold out the letter.
What is this?
Something we found in the tower we were just in that we ran to. This is concerning.
And Grayson, when you look at it, you see the Tataric seal having been broken on it.
He'll read it.
I'll read it. All right, let me send you the letter.
DM, as you're doing that, I'm gonna go up to Yuliy for a second and be like, help me with this. And we're going to
Good lord.
essentially move 3 beds, each one in front of each door. So if someone opens it, there is going to be some sort of reaction to give us a little bit of a heads up.
So you want to move a bed? Okay.
Yeah,
Let me-
essentially, so we can take a short rest. So that
Okay.
was my idea. So
Yeah,
we can rest a
agreed.
little bit.
Janva's wanting to check out this door right.
Okay. So you just want to open it and go on in?
Well, she'll listen to see if there's anybody on the other side, and if she doesn't hear any movement, she'll go in.
Roll me perception.
Yeah, putting a freaking bed, Janva.
Oh, I just want to see. You said investigation or perception?
Perception.
23.
3? Okay.
Getting 8.
From what it sounds like, you hear the sound of essentially like same crackling fire of brazier. You don't hear much else.
She'll just look over. She'll have her rapier and her shield ready.
Okay. Alright, so hand on the latch, turn it. It opens.
She'll open it and just have her sword and shield ready.
Okay, let me go ahead and area open.
I'm
Y'all.
gonna whisper right into her ear. We could have taken a break. We could have relaxed. We could have talked about this. Zevi is not. Greyson's not even fully like up yet. He still has a blow to his face. We could have prevented our death.
Can I put this bed down?
As I'm holding the bed, like, yeah, let's put it down.
Yeah, it's like, and Janva just being like, you can still block the one that we just came through.
Yeah, but what if there's enemies in this one?
Stepping into the room.
Ooh, or map.
And then I'm gonna look at John, or maybe there's a bigger room to rest in. And then what?
With a bigger bed.
With a bigger
Let's
bed
stick
and
the
a writing
beds
desk.
in here.
Like, are you gonna pocket the bed here, like in
Move the
Minecraft?
bed inside.
Yes.
Then the
Your
stairs.
pickaxe.
We put a bed on top of the stairs.
Perfect.
You put beds in this room. We're gonna use them. What
Fair.
they're meant to do.
Unfortunately, I
Little
cannot
bed
move
over
these
here.
beds because they're
It's
part of
fine.
the map.
It's fine. It's
If y'all
fine.
want beds, I'll get you some beds.
Theater of the mind.
How many beds are we moving in?
I don't know. One
All of
here.
them.
There's a. Let's go.
To a bed right there.
Bed. Great.
Bed.
Come on,
DM, I
Sky.
sent you questions,
Okay,
just for clarification.
just for clarification.
And,
Alright, I can't perfectly match it, but fuck it.
It's fine. It's not. Understand.
No, 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 no.
Okay, GM. Right click the
What?
item.
No.
Right click the item. Drag a little bit on top. It's going to.
I have a fucking trackpad, dude. I can't right click and move it at the same time.
Just right click it, and then where it says drawing, click drawing. It's going to put it in its
Drawing.
own little alternate layer.
Is drawing.
Okay, if you can't do it, I understand. But
It's
now
fine,
that it's
that's-
drawn,
that's
you
good
can
enough.
move it anywhere in the map.
There.
Great.
There.
Or
Okay.
do we want it right?
Okay.
Every bed was
Secret questions.
Can Janva do a general investigation of the room?
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing, but I know he's busy.
I know.
What do I see? What do I find? They're rolling pretty shitty, so I'm gonna use any dice.
Ooh, there's a chest there. I want the chest.
I know, it was like Birdurai, if you want this one, I could get the chest.
That dragon statue right there.
Alright, so question. Since everybody started moving into the room,
Yes.
how was everybody
Yes.
moving since I didn't get a chance to see that?
Janva just moved in and moved right here.
Okay?
You want us to move all the way back and then do tracking?
Yeah, I just wanted to see how everybody was moving in.
Alright. Let us know who you want to move in at a time.
Alright. Fifi, how did you...
In the door, along the books, touching all the stuff there, and then I'm going to the statue.
Alright. Fox. Okay. Fine. I will work with that.
And Spud's going to move with me too.
Okay. So Spud follows with. Alright. Yuliy.
I'm on a desk.
Oh,
Really?
wait.
It is going. the way over here, picking up any stuff that Fifi dropped.
Of course, I would have dropped
Before
something.
you do that, Yuliy,
You touch the square.
Did you touch the carpet?
You touch a
Yeah.
square.
Yes.
I'm getting
Okay.
like Sonya like flashbacks right now.
Is it the fucking rug again?
Fuck me, dude.
Always
roll
the
me
rug.
a dex save.
Oh no!
It's always the rugs, yo. Always.
It's pretty true. Rugs are the bane of players.
That's a 16.
Okay. So, alright, Yuliy, as you step into the room, kind of more so watching Fifi as she goes, grabbing things that she drops along the way, there's a moment where your foot steps onto the rug that's right before the door, and you feel it ripple beneath your foot, and in that moment you lift your foot up, and as you do so, the rug curls up and around. And the rug is now
Fucking, this is
It's own
exactly why I didn't want to go into a new room. Fucking rug is attacking us. Let's do it, bro.
I'm gonna
Let's
hit
fucking
it.
do it. Alright, roll me to attack on the rug.
Shit.
I'm gonna.
Always.
So technically that's Yuliy's still in the rug, right?
Yeah, Yuliy should have. Yeah, so put Yuliy back by the rug.
He was
Correct.
this.
19 to hit both.
One moment.
Oh wait,
please.
19 is a full man.
So 19 and what?
19 and 12.
Both. Yeah, both hit.
It is a rug.
It is a rug, man. As this
Would
rug
we-
is like doing the whole like it's completely animated. It's up and like kind of like moving in a wave-like pattern at you.
Hey, maybe
So
it's
roll
a
me the
flying
damage.
carpet. You know, Aladdin.
Flying carpet was originally a rug of smothering. Pass it on.
Hashtag facts.
13.
How much?
13?
13 points of damage total. Math. All right. Okay, so for those that are in the room currently, you see this rug try to grab hold of Yuliy, and it is now floating a few feet off the ground.
Oh god.
I'm going to look directly at Janva and just mutter, I told you.
As Greyson, as you are in the midst of reading this letter, you hear a commotion happen in the next room.
To be fair, it's an ugly ass rug too.
I mean, it is
He
ugly as
just-
fuck.
He just like pinches like the little part in between his eyes, and he's just like, oh my god.
Xavier just kind of like looks at you, just like, Dad, is everything okay? And he's just like looking between you and the letter mostly.
Nothing is ever okay.
It's fine. And he's gonna. Yeah, he's just gonna kind of fold it up and put it in his bag.
Okay.
It's fine. Nothing I didn't already know.
Xavier just kind of like looks like he wants to say something else, but nods. So there's a evil rug animated within the room.
It caught a fish. The rug caught a fish.
As Yuliy, with your halberd, you take like 1-2 strikes against it. The blade cutting through some of the fabric as it recoils, and it doesn't make any audible noise, but it looks like that was upsetting to it.
If we're not an initiative roll,
It's not initiative, so go for it.
I'm going to grab as many objects as I can from that dust,
Me
pens,
too.
quills, anything, And if you are okay with it, DM, I'm going to cast Magic Stone into these objects and throw them at the rug instead of a pebble, if that's okay.
I will allow this. Go, absolutely.
Well, then
have
I
at
only
it, my
have one
dude.
attack. So here's a D6 worth of a pen.
You're just like holding like an armful of stuff as you're like magic stone, magic stone, magic stone, magic stone, and you're just gonna like lob it all at once.
I've been, I think my highest roll to date has been a 7. This is not better than a 7, by the way. That is a total of 9 to hit.
That unfortunately is gonna miss. As you take those items, you throw them with reckless abandon, and they just all scatter to different parts of the room, not hitting the rug at all.
It should have been a pebble. Like, I wanna go in now.
Okay.
I hope.
And then I see
Yuliy
that.
just gets fucking. As he's like, fucks, help me. God, why did you throw that at me?
Phoebe's like panicking and she's picking up everything she dropped from these desks and like throwing them at the rug. Be like, let him go, he's mine.
Nobody's. I am nobody's.
Let him go.
I'm gonna look
Are
at
you just
the
throwing
rug.
items at the rug?
I'm throwing books, whatever
Janva's
seems
taking-
heaviest. A
Roll me-
paperweight.
Roll me dexterity.
I'm gonna attack the rug if
Sure,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
that's
Yours
Birdurai.
just gonna plop on the rug. You know what? Take me now.
15. No. 15.
It-
Am I
yeah,
just doing
hits into the rug.
am I just doing an attack or like a 2 attack or what?
Yeah, just roll me your 2 attacks. That's fine.
I love it. Yuliy just sits on the rug.
Takes rug. I will say rug takes 4 points of damage from that alone. Oh my god.
Take me now.
This dangerous sneak. Oh man.
Sure.
14, 16.
Those both hit. Yes, roll me damage.
I can picture the writers in the D&D headquarters at Wizards are like, this would be such a dramatic scene where they think they're safe and they get attacked by an inanimate object.
20.
Nothing in the castle is safe, and we're over here. No, leave
Just
him alone.
throwing books at it like, no, bad rug, bad.
24.
24. How do you want to do this? It's a fucking rug of smothering, my dude.
You'll just see since what's this
Yuliy.
since Yuliy is just like take me. We're like no, and then you'll just see Birdurai just slashing like zoom, 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 like X.
You all see a moment where the
mark.
screen goes black and you just see like a million lines just like scatter across the screen like an anime. And then like next thing you know, the rug just explodes into fibers.
Confetti.
Ah.
As Yuliy, you're just kind of like laying dead center in this pile of shredded rug. And you see like one little corner just like barely just like flopping like a fish. And it just falls.
Janva's
I know
standing.
that
What?
life. So Yuliy's just like, I know that life. The fuck.
the flopping.
Janva's standing there with her hand up. She was ready to cast a spell magic and just okay.
This is better, Paul.
Wait. Yuliy,
I'm
I mean,
think of a shredded carpet.
God damn it.
I feel like
no,
I'm
not
more-
Sonia. Ophelia's gonna run over to Yuliy like thank you, like you're alive, you're not allowed to die.
I'm gonna continue to throw pens and ink and paper at Yuliy and Ophelia. Ah!
I feel like on one hand, Yuliy's looking at that flopping piece of rug and it's like, who's laughing now?
Alright, so I'm getting rid of that. I want to put this in its place. That's what's left of the rug.
That's Yuliy's hopes and dreams.
I hate. It's so sad how Yuliy Yuliy gets always the butt end of the joke.
Aw.
Poor Yuliy.
Quite literally the strongest and one of the most deadliest amongst us. And
He's like the tank of the group, and here he is. The day Tiamat shows up, that's when y'all are gonna realize.
You're gonna be like, where was this the whole time?
I mean, I was doing my job. You guys were just being dicks. And... Fair enough.
You're like, I finally got my pay.
But
So-
yes.
So with the rug defeated, Janva, you realizing that the spell you were going to cast is now rendered useless.
Yep. Like, okay.
Grayson, if you wish to step into the same room, you will see just the ugliest rug completely shred to pieces.
He will not step into that room.
Fair.
He just hears the commotion and he's just like, no.
Dad, are we gonna go in there at all?
Not if we don't have to.
Okay. And
I'm gonna-
Zebby's just gonna go sit on one of the remaining beds and just kind of swing his feet. Just
I'm gonna grab my staff. I'm gonna
Yeah.
whisper the command word, and I'm gonna just tell it to go touch everything. And then come
Okay.
back to me.
I could have.
fair.
Once Fifi knows Yuliy is okay, she's gonna hear Fox touch everything and be like, I could have done that. And then she just touches the statue right next to her.
Roll dexterity.
Roll dexterity.
Roll death saves. Again,
It looks like
when the
it looks
DM
like a
has
cute
to
little
reach
it looks
the
like
book.
like a lizard, like dragon statue.
Yeah, it's
It's
probably
like a
really
baby
bad.
princess, pinky princess.
You touch the dragon statue,
I'm gonna boop it on its
Just
nose.
noticed we don't
Boop
have
it on the nose.
and nothing happened.
Oh.
What about this chest? I want to search through it. Don't tell me
Which
that's
chest?
another mimic because PTSD.
Another?
We're supposed to
PTSD from another game.
A different game.
So you, looking at the chest, it looks like it has a dark iron padlock on it to keep it shut.
Wait, do I have that? No, I don't have that.
Oh, you
I'm gonna
wrong
break it.
character.
Yeah.
Wrong character, man. You don't have these tools.
Anybody can pick a lock, Paul.
Not me.
No.
I'll break it. I'll try to break, but that's gonna be so loud. No, never mind.
I don't know. I thought we had a.
Oh, dang! I wish Grayson was in there. He could pick it.
What?
It's not useless?
He can conjure lockpicks.
Cool.
Just boop.
Okay, well then Janva's gonna go back to the door. Hey, we got a chest in here that's got a lock on it. Can anybody open it? Looks over to the two magic users in the room.
Huh?
I don't know.
Nope, can't help you.
Do I have that spared?
Yep.
Birdurai is fiddling with it with his sword.
I didn't prepare that.
Huh?
He just like looks down at his hooves like, I didn't prepare that spell.
Great. That's okay, Xavier.
Why
What?
didn't you prepare the spell?
I didn't think I was going to need... I'm sorry.
What is it again?
Why are you apologizing?
Is it a door or is it a chest?
Chest.
Yes.
A chest with a padlock. I'm just apologizing because I could have made things easier for you, but I didn't, so I'm sorry.
Janva's just gonna be like, Xavier, it's fine. It's okay. We're not gonna get mad at you because you didn't have a spell.
I'm gonna get mad at him. I'm gonna look
No.
at Xavier and be like, it's a joke. Fucking relax.
Yeah, right. Thanks. It's a joke. No one's gonna get mad at me.
No one gets
At
mad
one
at
time, my voice cracking can actually be useful for a character.
You're like totally intentional.
Totally, yeah, man, yeah, totally.
I can torch it, Paul.
Yeah, but then you could,
I'm gonna-
there's a chance of ruining whatever's inside.
I'm gonna look at everyone like, let's take like 20 minutes to just sit down and relax. I have 3 spells left because that's something that apparently I know. Like, if we continue investigating things, I will become useless. And I'm pretty much carrying all of you on my shell. So, let's chill.
You hear Spud from the
John
corner.
gets
It's
so
true, we're
used
the
to
only
this by
ones
this
carrying
point.
everyone around at this point.
Yes. Look at Spud. I know. That's exactly what I'm trying to tell them.
As there's a moment where Fox takes a moment, you just hear him talking, and Doug's just.
Janva's gonna hear Fox say that, and she's like, and then she's starting to walk back into the room that Xavier and Greyson and Ro are in. I'm gonna go open the other door, and then she
Just
pops
shut that
back
away.
in. It's a joke.
Ah!
Y'all are doing Addy level jokes, and I love it.
Where you have to announce it's a joke for everybody to laugh.
I'm gonna look at her. Ah! And then as soon as she leaves,
Sammy's just like,
start
I don't
laughing.
understand what's so funny.
I need some tea.
Don't worry about it. Janva's just gonna sit on one of the remaining beds and be like, I'm going to rest.
Do you want me to make tea? I can make tea. I have means to make tea.
I can make the hut again, and we can all chill in there.
Well, that's like 8 hours of just chilling.
I can dismiss it at any time.
Yeah, but aren't you wasting potential energy to cast spells by doing so?
I want to get technical, sure, but these beds are gross.
Dad, you have a spell to clean them.
I know that. But that's wasting another spell.
But it's a cantrip.
It's fine, Xavier. This is why I yelled at you when you were reading your books. You didn't.
I'm gonna go to the bed where
I
Grayson's
mean, isn't it
at.
better that I know what I'm talking about instead of not?
Not when you have to correct me.
Let me clean it for you. I'm gonna conjure water and just spill water all over the bed. It's clean. And then walk into the room and start prying on all these notes.
Me,
And then
roll
Yuli's gonna
me
lay down on the
investigation.
The waterbed.
Which one's the waterbed?
Whichever one Grayson was standing at, I just ruined it.
So this one right here. So Yuliy, as he as Fox just throws water onto the bed and it just soaks into the mattress, Yuliy looks over, sees the soggy mattress, and there's just a moment of, yes, this is good. And he just falls over, and you hear that wet slap of his body hitting the bed.
15.
15. Okay. Looking around, this wonderful, obviously very tacky in a way, bedroom. Let's see. From what you can see, there doesn't seem to be much of anything in the terms of from you looking through the desks and the desk and the bookshelves. You don't seem to find a lot of notes per se. A lot of, from what you can tell, Resmir seemed like the type that wanted to keep a secret. That if she was going to keep a secret, it would go with her to the grave. You don't find much in the ways of information that you don't already know. Like ledgers of like time schedules for the castle itself. You see a map with points of towns that have already been hit. You see like basically a ledger book of like total like gold that had been collected over the time, which is absolutely an exorbitant amount. But in the ways of personal notes or like any clues leading towards what it is the cult is doing or what their next plans are, you find absolutely nothing to do with it. You do, however, find a small change purse, kind of like in the desk itself, with 20 gold pieces and a pearl.
We'll give the pearl to Fifi.
Awesome. This whole time when Fox is looking at everything, she's... How tall is the statue?
The statue, I'll say it comes up to your chest. It's not a
Okay,
very
she's
big
gonna-
statue.
She's gonna hop on top of it and just like swing her legs side saddle while watching Fox investigate everything.
Okay.
And then she's gonna take the pearl and just kind of like look at it in the light and just take out her little jewelry kit just to kind of inspect it real quick.
Okay. Roll me for jeweler's kits.
What would I do for that one?
I believe it's with your proficiency bonus.
Yeah, and then depending on what the DM deems as essentially it's kind of like a skill challenge. Or skill
I
check
will
just
say
for
with
proficiency.
with your insight, since you are kind of like, I guess in a way you're like inciting the pearl to see how much it. That's how I look at it, but
18?
18. From it's definitely a real pearl, that's for sure. It's not one of your families, that's for sure either. But it's just a regular pristine white pearl, maybe worth about 100 gold.
You said 20 gold as well?
Yes.
I'm gonna keep 3 for myself and then get everyone, including Sweat, to gold.
Okay.
I know it's chump change for some, but it's
What is it? 2 gold?
just 2 gold.
2.
You got a fortune, Yuliy.
Jeez.
Fuck. I'm gonna go get Yuliy my third.
Did Fifi say that out loud? Because you
She's just gonna murmur it under her breath when she sees Fox give it to Yuliy.
like I was gonna give it. I'm gonna give my 2 gold to Yuliy.
Wow, you're getting some pity tips. Like, damn.
It's like I thought your babysitter is supposed to be paying you. And to give you 2 gold.
I'm gonna like give it to him. You're a good working man. You deserve better.
Oh my god. So you now have about 6 gold.
Go. Write it in the inventory.
Fuck, dude. I have a pencil, but so I'm not writing it. But fuck, dude, that's some cold shit right there. Ooh.
So, what is everybody going to be doing?
I'm gonna be resting,
Okay.
Yeah, same.
but
So you're taking to the bed, Birdurai?
I'll be in the bed. But you know, not on the bed. I'll be on the railing of the bed,
Railing on the bed?
just perched there.
There's a moment where, okay, so you perch on the railing of the bed, kind of like preening your feathers as you get ready for your rest. A row kind of like scampers up onto the ledge, and then he gets onto the bed. He looks at you, and then he like tries to kind of like climb up on, but then he just can't get a good footing, and so he just like slides down slowly and then just curls up on the bed.
Wait, he tries to climb up on me.
He tries to climb up on the opposite perch, so he can be next to you.
okay.
All right. So Yuliy's taking a nap on his wonderfully moist mattress.
Ugh.
Ophelia, what will you be doing?
She's just gonna
Take a nap?
yeah, she'll take a cat nap. She'll go to be like, no, that bed's occupied. And she's like, no, too many people. And then she'll be like, I'll just go right over here, this bed.
The bed by the stairs.
And Fox, I'm gonna just assume you're taking a seat on the floor with Spud.
Yeah, after I look through paperwork, we're just gonna chill for a bit and
Okay.
just rest.
All right, Janva, what would you be doing in this moment?
Rest.
Resting, so just sitting on the bed and taking a moment to
Yeah.
recover. All right,
She
so,
needs it.
all right, so for those taking a short rest, go ahead, roll your hit die, fill out everything that you need to do for your short rest. Grayson, is there anything specific that you would be doing for this short rest?
I'm at full. Yes, I'm
Can he be wandering around, like
So what?
checking? I want him to be kind of wandering around a bit,
Okay.
just kind of checking stuff out, like just thinking to himself, like alone. But would that count as a short rest too? He's not gonna be doing really anything.
Since you're not exactly exerting yourself, you're just kind of taking time to just be with yourself.
Prop.
I will count it as a short rest.
Okay, yeah, that's what he's gonna be doing.
All right. As you do, sit on the bed here.
Yeah, my action search is back.
So what?
Oh no, my action search is back.
So as you kind of just peruse around, anywhere specific that you're going, or just within this room that you're in?
The other room. And peruse.
This room?
Yeah.
Peruse.
Okay. Leave. No, you don't. Shocked. Okay, you should be able to have control of him now, so you can move him where you need to.
Unknown.
As you go to peruse through, there's a moment where Janva, as you're sitting on the bed, resting, kind of checking over your armor to make sure that it's not broken or damaged. You see Zevi just kind of like look to Grayson as he leaves the room. He just like looks like he wants to say something, but just sits and clasps his hands together and just continues kind of tapping his hoof on the floor.
Yeah.
I should probably rest too. That's probably a good idea. Yeah.
Janva looking around really awkward. Yeah.
So he'll look to you and just checks the doorway again, and then looks back to you. What was in that letter? Dad would show me. He said it was fine. You know, I get that he I get that he withholds things just to, I get that now. He sometimes withholds information and stuff to keep, you know, people he cares about safe.
John was like, I get it. I mean, he's your dad, but I understand that you're not made of glass, too, you know?
Sometimes it feels like that, but I physically, no, I've taken worse hits than what you've seen.
John was just gonna look at him just like, if I had a wine glass, I would cheer to that, because I understand. Your grandmother's a piece of work.
You don't know the half of that. What was... So, you've been in the cult before, right? You've
Been in it for most.
How... It's probably rude of me to ask, but I mean, you don't really have a point of reference for elves. How long is that?
I'm 90. I've been with... Oh, gosh. Sad that I really don't.
Do you... I mean, you could tell me to shut up if I'm saying too much.
No,
but,
it's fine.
I mean, probably after this question you can tell me to shut up, but, like, do you remember, like, you know, living in the Underdark?
Yeah.
Kind of nods. Okay.
I do. And is it funny when I say that being with the cult was not as bad at that. Look at Xavier and Janva bonding over trauma.
Yay, share trauma! Yeah, would you believe if I said that the time I spent more so with the cult than with my grandmother was the better half of my solo adventure to the real world?
Sorry, repeat.
Would you believe that me spending time with the cult more than with my grandmother was the better half of my solo adventure into the real world?
Can understand that. I mean, she'll just be kind of like gestured like out the door, just kind of like, I mean, you met Talus. That was mostly like what I was exposed to.
Right, yeah.
And I'm sure you've met Galvin too.
I've seen him around. Sometimes he would visit Tataric Estate, but I more so see those wizards. Not a fan of them. They do things to my head.
It's yeah.
Yeah, no, they do. Yeah, they're bad. I don't like them. I didn't like when I first left the demiplane. I didn't expect any of that.
No.
I mean, I've known some of the stories that my dads would tell me. It's like, of course, not all of it's a walk in the park. Sometimes there are shitty people in this world, but I just wanted to see it for myself.
Yeah, Janva's just gonna kind of nod, and it's like, with you just bringing up the Underdark, how much do you know about deities and whatnot?
We're not exactly a religious family. We kind of avoid that talk in the house.
No, it's understandable. Where I'm from, we're big on. Well, in my culture, they were big on basically me being raised to be a priestess, and I questioned way too much, and I was of no use.
So I guess they just kind of kicked you out, or?
I ran with two others.
What happened to them?
One of them's not alive. Birdurai made sure.
Horse kick to the head made sure of that too.
Yeah, that too. And I don't know what happened.
Have you met? I mean, besides Miss Eleanor, have you met or seen any other Drow on the outside?
Nope.
Not even in the cult? But, and he just kind of like, roll me insight.
That's.
You see that there's a moment where he's like, there's a moment where he's kind of grappling with something mentally, as if he's trying to recall something, and he kind of like holds his head for a moment, like he's getting a headache.
Okay.
I'm just sorry. Sometimes thoughts and I guess memories kind of come and go. They really scrambled my head in the castle. Then again, grandmother did that too, just for fun. Whenever she didn't want me to recall specific things, she would just take it away.
That's a whole load of fucked up.
Yeah, it's really fucked up, and it's certainly something that I need to learn to work through. But
Yeah, no.
No, I could have sworn I was just trying to remember, but there's something that's telling me that I think you're like the second Drow that I've met that's from the.
I mean, she could still be part of it. I don't know. I haven't heard from her in forever.
I remember somebody showing up at the estate sometimes, but I can't recall who. They must have been someone important. Sorry if I can't remember anything else.
No, it's fine. She'll just kind of like look over at Zevi, and it's like, I don't know, maybe it's a long shot. Does the word blessed mean anything to you? Well, the name?
That's that. He kind of like you see him sit there and think a moment, and then you see like he's straining, and then there's like a moment where he looks like he's in pain, and he just kind of like grabs his head a moment and just shakes it off, and you see like a bit of blood just kind of dribble down his nose, and he's just wipes it away, just like, no, I don't. Doesn't mean anything to me.
She's gonna hold her hand out and put it on his shoulder and cast Cure.
Okay, you can go ahead and roll for that. So he's just kind of like, you don't have to waste your spell. Okay.
And she maxed too.
Damn.
So it was 10.
10. He looks a little exasperated. Just, you didn't have to waste that on me.
Yeah, I won. Apparently it caused you.
That's gonna be. I don't know how long that's gonna last for.
Yeah, but again, Janva's shrugging. It's just like, I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, he's dead. And I'm.
Yeah, we're still here. Sorry, I couldn't give any more help.
It interesting what I mean.
If anything,
So, I don't know.
it's
Maybe there is. I, one, have never, aside from Ambrose, nobody else that.
as far as I know, probably the one person that might know anything more might my grandmother, and I don't think anybody should talk to her.
I will eat dirt before I ask her any questions.
As he kind of like again looks to the door, and then he kind of like leans over a bit, more so to whisper to you, and it's just like, can I, if we can, just, I would like to get away from her.
Considering how he was when he saw her the first time.
I don't fault that. His own brain was not in the right spot. He couldn't remember me or our family or anything. So I don't blame him for acting like that. But I just I don't her. I'm scared of what she could do.
Compared to your dad, how strong of a
I don't know. My dad, when he's not at his full power anymore. I think he's still working on getting his magic back, but right now, she's definitely stronger than him, I feel. She's been doing some really dark stuff.
So you're saying there's a chance?
There's a chance. Sure, there's always a chance.
Yeah, Janva. Yeah, figured. And she'd be like, don't freak out, but that's
Right.
Jin. She's gonna be like, she's gonna have a cure wounds ready. The name Reth.
Yeah, he's one of the red wizards that would visit.
The note was from your grandmother.
That makes sense. He's the one that she's been talking for a while.
And Janva's just gonna kind of gesture to her head. Is he the one that would mess with?
No, that was Asvara Joss. If it wasn't grandmother, then it was him.
And was he the one that we encountered back at the Castle Neritar?
Yes. He was also at the. He was also at the party. Yeah. Yeah. It's a good talk we had.
Janva's gonna be like, yeah, it was.
Yeah. Awkwardness.
Odd.
You know, if I can say so. When I was a kid, and my dad would read me stories about, you know, like knights and heroes, all that. I guess the first time that I saw you in, like, you know, with your sword and shield and all that, you kind of reminded me of one of the heroes from my books.
Oh.
I always kind of wanted to be like them and, you know, travel the world and help people and save the day and stuff, but
That's adorable. Stupid.
I think after we stop this, I think I'm gonna be done for a while.
That's understandable. I mean, hey, if we can stop all this, I'll probably stop too, not gonna lie.
Okay. I guess before I stop bothering you, what would you do if, you know, once all this is over?
Sad that say that I really don't know. Can't imagine doing something not fighting.
That's fair. I don't think I know what I'd want to do either. I just thought I'd ask, maybe get a point of reference from you. The only thing I could think of is
Plants are nice. I wouldn't mind actually learning how to grow them.
I have some books. Well, I had books, but I'm pretty sure we could find you some books.
Janva's gonna hold out a hand and hold out her pinky and just be like, hey, pinky promise that when this stuff is over, we'll both retire.
Xavier will also, you take his pinky, just hook it with hers, just like, yeah. Yeah, that sounds good to me. I'd be fine with that.
I would be fine with life.
I'd be very much fine with that. And yeah, you know, we'll take the rest of the time just resting and making sure he's good to go. So, everybody finishing their rest as I roll this boy's dice.
Do they rest?
Alright, so out of your short rest, what do you all plan? Doubles.
Janva wants to go this one right here and move the bed away.
Yeah, I'd second that. I would, when our short rest is done, start exploring the castle.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask again. Can anybody open this chest? If not, I'm just gonna start breaking it. Paul.
Janva just kind of looking over at Xavier. It's like, I don't think there's any to do, huh?
Probably not at the moment. I'd be with. There's a voice in my head from, the other side of my family that says just smash the fucking thing open.
There you go, Birdurai.
Using the hilt of my sword, I'm gonna try to break the lock.
Okay.
What's the
Go ahead.
strength?
Yeah, roll me a strength.
Yeah, my best hat. +0. Here we go.
Go for it, dude.
Just strength, right? Just straight up strength.
Yeah, just do straight up strength.
That is a straight roll 16.
16. Okay.
At least it was a pretty good roll.
Do me a favor.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Since it's being tampered with.
So it is a mimic.
So since it's being tampered with, you are rolling me a dexterity save.
Oh
Dex save?
God.
Yeah, of course.
Save, please. What'd you get?
Natural 1.
Now roll me a constitution.
That is a +4. So there's a 5 if that matters.
Roll me a constitution save.
Con save? Okay.
Yes, please.
My dude.
That's a nat 20 on that one.
Okay, so you're going to take half the damage.
23 total.
Emotional roller coasters, Jeremiah.
That was...
Alright, so you're taking half this damage, so let me roll this real quick.
Oh my god. You know, I do have a spell called Detect Traps.
Why did you do it?
Yeah, I
Because
have that
if I
too.
do, I only have
Right
2 more
there.
spells for
We
the rest
both
of the
have
day.
that.
That would have been something to use.
No, I am so low on spells. This really
Alright.
doesn't feel like it's too terrible, but I swear, if I save that spell, because we're rested
Can I
up
have one
now,
more d6?
so
I need
feel like
one more d6.
I should use it right now.
Thank you.
Oh, good lord.
But if I
No.
don't ever
One
use
more.
it after
Remember, he's taking half.
Oh, thank God.
He's taking half. So, Birdurai,
Oh my
as
fuck,
you that's a lot of
dude.
dice had. So as you strike into the padlock,
Mhm.
there's a moment where the padlock rattles, and this sharp, thin needle shoots out, jabbing into the palm of your hand, and you feel like the sensation of something injecting into your blood. So 23 is the total, so you'll take half of that. Of poison damage.
Okay. Roll and then upright,
Yeah, round up.
round up. Okay, so that's 12.
Just so
Damage.
everyone at home knows, by the book is round down, but we're like, fuck.
We go hardcore here.
That's not how the math works.
That's not how math works. I ain't giving anybody pity numbers. If I make and like, hey, it's the same rules for my enemies and NPCs. I'm rounding up for them too for damage, so it's fair game.
All's fair in
Yeah.
love and dice.
All
There goes-
is
There
fair.
goes all my hit dice recovery.
Oh man, there goes your short rest.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Oh,
Whoops.
as you
Ow.
feel this, and you feel like your body start to just kind of like seize with like this fiery pain that shoots through your veins. Just, oh my god, it's like you're burning from the inside out.
This is what Birdurai gonna do. It's like poison. Grab his sword, slice a little bit of his finger, and start sucking on it.
With your non-lips,
Yes, with my non-lips, with my beak.
with your very hard and not malleable beak.
That's how it works.
Sure.
But did the chest open?
Is he poisoned?
Yeah. I love you. I love Ophelia. Okay, but did it open the chest?
Because he saved with the 20, he does not have the poison condition, he just took poison damage.
Alright. I was gonna spend a spell then on your beautiful face.
Fine.
But the chest is not open.
It's
Oh my God.
fine.
Ophelia's gonna yell for Yuliy. Yuliy! Yuliy.
Why?
Why?
It's like, oh my God, Ophelia.
I
Overtime? Sorry.
did not catch the end of that.
I said Yuliy's I'm getting over dragging. Okay.
Just very slowly, he makes his way into the room.
My teeth.
But like,
So as Yuliy tells him, open this up, and I cannot hear the rest.
Yuliy's just gonna go
Alright, so what's happening? I cannot hear you.
Alright. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna punch it.
The chest?
Roll me strength. You're just gonna punch the chest?
I love this.
Yeah, why not?
So much has happened in this room.
So this one time in this room,
the rug. Dart.
With the rug.
Bed.
this whole campaign is just gonna like revolve around this room.
21.
So what?
21.
You're the strongest one here.
I will say, sure, with the 21, it's a wooden chest. It's reinforced with bands of iron, but you, with a well-trained fist, as you rear back, you punch into it. It's a solid hit. Your fist does not go through, but the wood is cracked.
You hear that? Yuliy knows how to fish.
Again.
How to fix it.
Again.
Punch it again.
As Ophelia says again.
I'm gonna be like, yeah. Sure.
Second one. 8.
8?
18.
18. Oh, I swear to God, Yuliy. I will say, sure. By this point, by the second hit around hitting into the chest, you do manage to bow some of the wooden parts in.
Again.
Time Yuliy will use this.
Sure. Roll me. Which I'm gonna say you're taking like a point of damage for each hit because you're using your bare fist to hit into this sturdy chest.
I'm
That one's also.
crying.
A what?
That one's also.
An 18? Oh my God. Sure. With as much as effort as you're putting into breaking this chest open, eventually the wood bows and it caves in, and you manage to have a sizable hole from your head busted through this chest, the roof of this chest.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab whatever's in.
As like Steffi's just like kind of like watching from the back, and he just like kind of like leans towards Grace. He's like, I almost feel like Pops would be impressed.
He would say lucky shot and then shove his head through the hole again.
I feel like he set it on fire first.
Janva's just standing by like the entry and looking over and
As the Sea Devils
So
have turned into
disappointed.
a frat group at this point, as they're
Yeah.
chanting for Yuliy to just bust his head through this chest. Which, as you essentially open the chest, you get it open, you see the mechanism itself where there was 2 glass vials attached to like this metal contraption. The glass itself has now been drained empty. As for the contents itself, you just see a bed of ash.
Yeah, I'll tell everybody.
One more time.
I'll tell everybody what I see.
Okay, so for everybody, you see that there is nothing in the chest but ash.
Hey, Birdurai, how do you feel?
I feel great. I don't know what you're talking about.
As he's just kind of like wobbling side to side.
Can I go investigate the ash just to make sure?
Sure, yeah. Roll me investigation.
$14.
All right. So you kind of like dip your hand. So you're just gonna dip your hands in to investigate.
Just a little claw.
Just a little. So you're dipping a claw, and as you do, it's just like a pile of ash. There seems to be nothing obstructing in it or underneath it. But as you do, like a little corner of a parchment paper flips up as you kind of like run your claw through it.
Grab it, pull
What up?
out, and go. And blow.
And it is a note, written in kind of like this sharp, precise wording.
Okay.
Which, Fox, if you choose to show it to everybody.
Yeah, I'll show everybody.
All right. So, Janva, if you decide to inspect closer, you do recognize this as Rezmir's handwriting.
Yeah. She'll even state it. Yeah, it's like, that's Rez.
If you are looking for the mask or of anything of value within this room, past my demise, then you will not find it here. For I have had this chest enchanted to remove these items before anyone else can get to them. Your cause is hopeless, and my friends will devour you, and your pitiful little attempts to deny the majesty of Tiamat will amount to nothing. You will not find these items, for only I alone know where they went. They are in good hands now, for they are the next Blackworm speaker to succeed me, as per Sovereign's orders.
I look towards Greyson. Is there any way to track down teleportation residue?
I'm sure there's some way.
Roll me an
Perhaps.
Arcana, Grayson.
Oh, good. He's proficient in Arcana.
Well, he's proficient.
He's proficient. And that is a 19.
19. Without a sigil or without any kind of know-how of what teleportation or spell was used or by what means it was transported, it's almost impossible to figure out where that location was or to trace it without possibly a scrying spell or whatnot.
Huh. He relays that information. It's going to be damn near impossible.
I doubt that the mass was
Possible.
destroyed.
But
Who else would be above Rez? And the mass would be indebted to them. Looking towards Janva, who's all the way across the street.
Well, considering that apparently they've been working with Red Wizards, it could be one of them. But aside from, like, anybody that would have been considered, like, a successor to Black Worms, that's beyond my knowledge. I wouldn't know. You wouldn't know who would be considered next in line if that's the one to fail.
I will say with your history in the cult, any talks about, and specifically while under Galvin's tutelage, you know that any talks about hierarchy with the with the worm speakers, it's very, very closed circuit. It's only within that chosen circle that these talks happen. You've tried before to try to ask Galvin about, oh, how did this meeting go? Or, what do you know about this? But he had always remained tight-lipped about the inner circle. So if they had chosen somebody, then only they know who it is. So, with that, what do you plan to do next, Sea Devils?
I am drinking a potion.
Okay, drink your potion.
Janva is gonna look over to Fox and be like, "You want to help me move this one bed and check out this room over?"
Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay, so you're checking the final spare room over here?
Yeah.
Let me reveal that for you then. As you open the door. Boop. Boop. There you are. And it looks to be just a common room, just an area for people to sit, eat their meals, and enjoy the warmth of the fire.
I'm gonna again tell my snake to touch everything and see if anything reacts, and then
As your snake slithers around, touch. Nothing.
And then I'll investigate this pile of whatever that is.
I actually don't know what that is.
Okay, well, I found the thing. It's there, and it is.
It
there.
looks like a small sitting table with just some. It looks like it's a small I'm going to call it a charcuterie board that is just sitting there for people to graze on as they pass into the room and out.
Ooh, a grape.
You said, hey, you found a grape. Found some grapes, some cheese, some nuts, some little rolled meats, and maybe some olives.
I guess then I'll motion over here to go up. It's the only other path.
Yeah.
All right. So wanting to go up the stairs.
It goes up.
Assuming, right? It's going up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
hold on.
Janva will be
double-check
very,
that.
very cautious going up.
I'll
Probably
tell
stealth it.
everybody that we're moving upwards.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
following suit.
Okay, let me get that.
I
Map.
can be a mouse in the wall.
All right, so heading up the stairs. Wrong thing. Wrong tool.
Every tool.
I prep. Every tool is. Okay. As you reach the top of the stairs, you see that there is no door. There's no door leading out. From what it looks like, it seems to be just straight stone walls, icy cold walls.
I'm gonna tap the ice with my staff. It is now a
Okay.
staff and not a snake.
All right, so as you are tapping away at the walls, so tapping away at the walls, it seems very solid, but when you tap on one stone, the head of the snake staff kind of dips in, and you hear the sound of stone grinding as a top slat above you opens up, and you see a cloudy night sky above you.
It wasn't night when we came in, right?
It was afternoon, like waning into sunset.
Okay.
So with your short rest by this point, the sun is descending, so the night sky is starting to appear.
I'm gonna look at John and be like, see, I'm a rogue.
Oh my god. Indeed you are.
So the center roof opened up.
Yeah, so sunroof opened up, and there would be some bits of stone that kind of jut out that you can use as a makeshift means of climbing out.
All right.
And as you do that,
I am actually kinda athletic, as in a +3.
kind of athletic plus. Okay, yeah. So roll me general athletics to climb out.
I'm gonna look at Janva and be like, "You should probably not, just in case." I'm motioning her to move.
And
Instead of
she
just
will.
asking Birdurai to fly up because he can,
Right.
Yeah.
you're gonna see Fox started to climb and look at Birdurai and see if he says anything.
He's already starting to fly.
Okay, I'm gonna stop and I'll look at
'Cause-
Janva and be like, "Oh, my pride."
Please, while I'm trying to get this map ready for y'all.
Wait, how big is the hole again?
It's big enough for everybody to climb out. Like, it's big enough for a medium-sized creature to move through.
Because wingspan wise, like I know I can fly, but I need wingspan too.
It's big enough for a medium-sized creature to move through.
Okay.
So
That's the question. What do we do about?
and Spud just kind of like paws at the stone and looks up at you.
I'm gonna carry him.
So So rolling athletics. So you rolled athletics.
I will after Birdurai tells me what's upstairs.
Okay.
Like I'm actually gonna.
Roll me perception if you're flying out, Birdurai, or climbing.
Yeah,
out.
but also at the same time, I don't know if Ro is wanting to come with me. So if he does,
Ro will kind of looking around, and he just looks at you. I await your order. Oh,
you want to come with me?
yes. Oh.
Like, because if he wants to, I'm gonna carry him.
Okay, go ahead. So, are you
strength.
climbing out or flying out?
I'm flying up.
Okay, so roll me a strength.
Strength is +0 still, so 18.
18. Hey, it's enough. He's a tiny kobold.
And I guess perception when I get up there.
Yeah, roll me a perception.
15.
15. All right, let me do a thing.
I rolled a 14 +1.
Uh,
I'm the most perceptive bird out there.
Moment. Things are in order, but just want to make sure the right stuff.
Everything is
Perfect.
There. Okay, that's what I'm supposed to use. That makes
Just
Duh.
The Great Worm stats, obviously.
Like, oh, okay. Going back down.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. All right, got you. So you said 15 for perception?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you look around, and you see nothing. You see nothing. You see no one. There are no guards. There's nobody patrolling top, please.
Except this 5-headed dragon. No.
As you sort of buddy view moment. Alright, so let me move you right here. As you pop out, like literally right above where you had entered through the door.
Okay.
And you look around and no one's there.
It's empty.
Completely empty courtyard. as from what you can see, a low fog is just rolling through over the kind of the snow-capped stones.
I guess I'm gonna go out, like leave the hole or something like that.
Okay.
Be on the side, look down, like "Kurpo!" So that's what I'm gonna say.
As Birdurai gives the signal. So everybody go ahead and roll me a general athletics to climb up the stone.
Lord.
Oh, good. I rolled good.
Grayson, roll with advantage
Jeez.
because Zevi will assist you.
21.
Okay. The same exact number. Great.
Oh my god!
Those legs. Are you climbing up with your legs like Jack Skellington?
Yeah, probably.
Like back to the wall and then the leg, you know.
I was gonna be like, can Janva help?
Sure. Roll me, roll me. Just okay.
18.
18. All right. That's fine. With I will say with Zevier and Janva's help, since they rolled high enough. Grayson, you starting to climb.
How tall is it?
It's
Yeah.
about like it's a good like 8-foot climb, so it's not a tall.
Oh.
climb. It's just.
Oh
enough
yeah,
to
you
get
can just teleport up there.
out. Okay.
No, he waits until they pick him up and then he'll teleport up there.
Has anybody ever looking over at Zevier? Has anybody ever told you your dad's a little bit of a bastard?
I have heard that every day for my 20 years of being alive.
Oh,
God.
young man.
It's like for my he's 22 actually. For my 22 years of life, I have heard my dad be called a bastard every day by my other dad. So yes.
I got a dirty 20. It's
Dirty
fine.
20. Okay, so let me get you all up here.
18. Oh, 18 plus 3. Sorry, 21.
Bud. Congratulations, you all made. And if anybody wants to roll me perception, you may.
Perception. 18 plus 5.
What's
5.
What's the full number?
23.
23. Okay.
5.
5. All right. Grayson, it's starting to get dark and there's a fog and there's nobody around.
13. Apparently, I cannot get above certain numbers today. Except when it involves Spud.
Ophelia,
and
Yuliy,
then
what did
I
you get?
Great.
I got an 18 on the athletics and a 10.
Okay. And what did Yuliy get?
If it
I did
makes
not
it
hear it.
easier for you guys because of the audio issues, you could say it and type it in chat too.
Yeah.
I had a 17
Okay.
and a 20 for athletic.
Nice.
All right. Got it. All right. So for the most part, it's quiet. Slow fog rolling through.
Dark vision.
For those with dark vision, it's a little easier to see, yes.
What do you see?
She can see all. As you're all looking around, and Janva, you feel a kind of like an icy cold tap to the back of your neck. The long, extended claw. It's turning into quite a beautiful evening, isn't it?
She'll look behind her.
Okay. And as you do, you see... Let me get her picture up so I know what I'm describing. This
I thought it was that bitch again.
elven-looking woman with long, dark hair
Oh,
these
no.
long claws, and when she smiles at you, and like her ear, she has like these pointed elven ears, but when you look at them, they look more shaped and bat-like.
Oh, fuck
And-
me.
She has like these long, dark nails, these dark
God
claws.
Damn
When she smiles
it.
at you, she has like these needle-like teeth, and these just like these pitch black eyes from like iris to like iris and pupil, just like all one solid color.
No. I don't know what that is.
Trying to
What do
think
you
what
mean?
you'd roll this
What?
under.
It's obviously a person.
Yeah. Who?
Who is that?
Ooh,
Is that-
excuse me.
Roll me a history.
Oh, no.
That's a 13.
Plus a
15.
trillion. Ah.
15? You've heard rumors that the cult has been employing more and more strange individuals into their efforts, into what they are trying to do. They've been somehow, mostly Sovereign has been persuading these individuals to join the cause to bring Tiamat about. And you know that there was one particular argument that was given that if Tiamat is to be released from the Nine Hells, then she would grant the world a perfect and eternal night. To allow the creatures that cannot walk amongst the sunlight to dominate the living world, as it were.
Son of a
Bitch, don't steal my ideas.
It's in the book!
I'm not calling you a bitch. The general bitch.
The general bitch, yes.
Fucking.
As she kind of like
Alright.
almost seems to like float from side to side as she's standing perfectly solid on ground, but like she seems to kind of like drift with the wind as she's wearing like these long dark purple robes, like kind of like as they kind of like trail behind her in like kind of like a ghostly vapor almost. And yes, this individual, as you've been rumored to hear, is that a vampire.
Fuck. Fuck.
Oh, okay, alright.
Oh, fuck. Janva's just gonna like elbow into Birdurai and elbow into Xavier because they're between her.
She elbows the two red individuals in the party. We're gonna take a break and come back in about 10 minutes.
Okay.
See where this takes us.
I don't like vampire.
Why not?
Because what they can do.
Oh, it's
I feel
fine.
sorry
Janva doesn't know that.
for the Harry
I
Potter
know
crew.
that.
I'm sorry.
Well, I didn't.
All over again.
I didn't notice this, so I didn't. I wasn't on that party yet.
It's okay. Just do things that I'm not allowed to say.
Yeah.
All right.
Just don't throw a fireball.
Yeah. Her stealth was like way above whatever y'all rolled for perception.
Oh god.
Vampire. Good.
Vampires, man.
All right.
Vampires.
So we're going on intermission, y'all.
Okay.
Intermission is on, and timer is on. It's fine. It's fine. God damn.
1. Okay. And we are back. Okay. I appreciate you saying the 1.
I will not do it again.
Fine. Fine.
Being a jerk.
It's like, burp real quick, holy shit. So, where we left off, you all standing at, essentially on the second level of the courtyard, with a vampire behind you. Birdurai, you being briskly elbowed by Janva, Xavier also getting the same treatment. As he gets oh shit, I don't have Greyson there. Oh fuck, hold on.
Uh-oh.
I was like, wait, Greyson!
He's still flying. Oh wait, no, he teleported.
Teleported, yeah.
Put you right here.
Also, he can teleport Spud if need be too.
I already carried Spot up, unless if you have
Okay,
told me
good.
not to, but thank you.
Fuck,
Appreciate
he's
it.
very defensive of his service donkey, thank you.
My baby.
There we go.
Appreciate it.
Alright. As Birdurai, you get a sharp elbow, a sharp metal elbow, mind you, since John was wearing her armor. As Zevi gets to see me, she's ow, what the fuck? Just turns around. Oh.
Ow. What the fuck is that?
Oh my god, no.
Yeah, you'll see Janva just kind of like, be nice.
I think we're gonna die.
Oh,
Who are
thanks,
you?
Pepe, for the words of encouragement.
Yeah, I asked her name. I'm like, who are you, Paul? What do you want?
Oh, a gentleman.
No.
A very, very pretty bird-like gentleman. I like the color red. It's a very enticing color.
It's the
You
color
may
of
call
my
me-
enemies.
So what?
It's the color of my enemies, Paul. I used to be brown back in the day.
Well, good thing I'm purple.
Oh.
You don't want me to be an enemy. Anyway, and she will take her tattered skirts and she will do a dainty curtsy. Sandesel Morgia. At your service. Well, not at your service, but more at my pleasure.
You'll see Birdurai's head like this. That's a very long name, Paul. Is there a shorter one?
Well, I don't have any friends. But if I did have friends, I wouldn't want them to call me Sandy. You can call me Mistress, though. Just to put that on the table as an option.
Is Sandy your name? Are you ashamed of your name?
Sandesel is my name.
Oh, got it.
Sandesel Morgia, but you may call me Mistress if it's too hard for you to pronounce. I can give you other
I'll call
options.
Sandy. How you doing?
You see that she kind of like looks at you, Fox, and like grins, showing her fangs as she does so.
Janva,
Oh.
he's senile.
You're a cute one.
I would look at directly at you. What is with everyone in your cult having a thing for me?
No, I'm gonna actually literally look at Birdurai. I'm gonna look at Fox immediately. Like, why is all the cult member females onto you all the time?
I don't know. It must
They
be
have the
something.
hots for you, Paul.
Fox is just a fucking stud, apparently.
She's like scratching his ass with his claws.
Guys.
Yuli's gonna whisper to Liliana the presence you were talking.
No. She's of this world. There's something else that was amiss. But not here. It was closer to where you once were. What?
You're welcome.
Jesus fucking Christ. So, oh, did we lose them? Did I lose people?
Uh-oh.
What is
Uh-oh.
happening?
Yeah, it
Roll
just
20 is having a struggle.
yeah, mine just blooped and then reconnected. on it.
Bloop. All right, Yuliy, so did you say anything before I completely lost you for a second?
No.
No? Okay. All right, so... Leliana more so indicating back towards... Like, you feel the tug of your halberd on your shoulder as it's pointing you back towards the tower. As the vampire looking amongst you, it's like, so what can I and my sisters do for you? And as she gestures sisters, two more appear like in a swirl of mist on either side of you.
There's more.
I don't like.
3.
I'm gonna look at Fox. Can you handle 3?
Oh.
I'm gonna think about it. Well, I mean, there was
Which
one
as-
time with Captain, and then
Yeah.
I'm gonna...
My God.
So he's like, I don't want to know this story.
No.
Pretty sure your dad knows.
Dad?
Remember the UNT story? Oh.
Apparently there's a story there that Greyson should know.
Oh, good lord.
As I
I'll-
Greyson kind of coughs uncomfortably.
There's also an undead, if that makes it feel any better. As I'm saying these things to try to get a read out of these people, and I'm trying to see, like, are they amused? Are they
Roll me
threatened?
an
Or
insight.
I'm just trying to get a general vibe to see how I should pursue with being the group's talker because I'm so
Roll.
charismatic.
Insight.
I have advantages on insight with people, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to take that 19 over the 1.
Okay.
So a total of 19.
As you kind of look between the 3 vampires, you see Sandessel is more, I guess, she looks to be the one in charge, obviously, as the 2 that she has summoned to her side that she has called her sisters look more like consorts is how they are dressed. Kind of like with kind of like scarce robing and kind of like decorative like jewelry covering them. And they all are moon elves. That they all have the features of moon elves, I should say. The 2 that she summoned to her side don't seem that amused. They just seem to be looking at you all and just waiting for her to give the order to make you their meal.
Oh boy. Can I have Grayson cast Detect Thoughts on the main one?
Sure.
Neato. Let me see.
As
Yes.
as I'm stepping forward, because this all happened within a second or so.
Mm-hmm.
What can you do for us? I can think of a couple of things. One, you can fuck off with Tiamat.
As
I'm trying to see what her gesture is when I insulted Tiamat. I mean, I'm sure
Alright.
it's part of the insight check, but I'm trying to get a vibe from her since Fox was kind of built for that.
as Grayson, for general thoughts, since everybody's in the area, you can also say what your general thoughts are. But as far as surface thoughts go, you get the sense that she's amused, but like amused in the sense of a cat that has a mouse cornered.
Oh, okay.
Fox, shut the fuck up.
Don't you ever tell me what
As
to
she
do.
kind of
I
like
can't hear you.
she kind of like poises herself. Mostly as she gestures, she's gesturing with these sharp claws on her hands. You know, like when you just got your nails done and you have to show them off.
Oh yeah, I've been there. Like 5 minutes ago.
I mean, I could fuck off with Tiamat, but I don't think I'm her type. Although how do I put this in terms that those with such a short lifespan can understand?
Huh.
Janva just looking at her like, short lifespan.
You saying that out loud?
No, I'm not saying that out loud.
There's no.
I'm just saying she's got that look of,
I'm gonna look at her almost the same look. Girl, preach. I know.
You know what? If anything, Greyson's picking that up in the detect thoughts.
He's just like, oh my god.
Is she kind of like, as she says, those with a short lifespan, and she'll just like point a finger at you, John. But it's like, and before you say anything, I have been around centuries before you, darling.
Congratulations.
I remember Semester when he was running things and not Sovereign. Semester being a name that you would recognize amongst the cult. Him being one of the older leaders.
So basically, when the cult was using Draco.
Yes, of course. He was the one that initially proposed the idea of bringing dragons back to life that were wrongly killed, I should say. I mean, hey, I am of the opinion that, coming back from the dead isn't all bad. It's not terrible. I mean, after all, he loved the idea so much he became a lich.
Oh. So he has an ego. Got it.
All men have egos. Women have agendas.
And what are your opinions of how Severin is running?
It's certainly more dynamic, I will say. So much more exciting having to go on these everyone run around on these fetch quests, collecting a crown, using that crown to bring Tiamat back, having Tiamat completely decimate the entire living world.
Yeah, but no.
Sounds like fun. I think it's fun. Oh, it'll be great to be able to walk the world at any hour and hunt all of you living creatures down like squealing pigs.
So, here's where you sound stupid. Tiamat comes over, takes a giant shit on the world, everybody dies. What are you gonna eat? Who are you going to hunt? What are you going to do for fun?
We're not going to outright kill everybody. Of course we're going to keep...
When your only source of entertainment is crawling out of the shithole you come from.
Why do you think the cult is taking people?
Because you don't know how to strategize. There's a writing that makes sure that it's a process that's long enough for the players to get through. As Fox says all that.
As Fox says all that.
Even Janva is just looking at her and just shaking her head with a little bit of a smile, and it's like, what makes you honestly think Tiamat will give a shit about what you want?
She is kind
Fox, make me a wisdom save.
Okay. I'm good at those! Where is my save? There you go. +7. Please don't let me down dice. Woo! 19. +7.
19!
So 27.
Good job! You passed. As she looks at you and as you're drawn to look into these dark, deep eyes of hers, it's almost as if you're being pulled in and a fog starts to settle over you, but then you feel Spud snort in your ear and you just immediately shake the thoughts off as she was trying to charm you.
I'm gonna look at her. There's a lot easier ways than charming me. could just like go feed a baby animal. That's easier. You could, as I'm reading through my spells and trying my best if I can look for something. I will say this just shows you're hitting on me.
I wouldn't call it hitting on you, more as... Well, call it what you like.
I will, because I'm trying to read things here. As I am going to summon a blue galleus, a blue fish is just going to come out. And I'm going to choose all my friends, and they'll all have advantage on, oh, it says ability checks, that doesn't work, that's not a saving throw. Fucking shit.
It's not a saving throw.
Well, then that's not what I want at all. Fucking tits. I will not do that because that says ability checks.
She kind of like taps a claw to her cheek. She's kind of like looks at you a little neutral, I will say. She says, I knew I should have tried the young tiefling. He looks weaker-willed.
Yeah,
no matter.
Don't pay attention to him. Look
What
at
would
me.
she say?
I should have tried the young tiefling. He looked weaker-willed.
So are we going to talk?
Janva reach out and grab Sevier and kind of pull him behind her.
She's kind of pulled back behind you. Next to
Grayson will
Grayson.
stand in front of him. Grayson will stand in front of him.
Okay. As you do. I think you have control of him.
As I'm telling her, I guess specifically, are we going to talk, dance? What do you want?
No, I would love to dance, but I know for a fact that I would absolutely destroy each and every one of you. However,
That's not necessarily
I'm
true.
feeling like I need to... What's the word? I'm feeling... Well, I've already done that.
Oh,
I'm feeling... I'm feeling... merciful, I suppose is the word to say.
How lovely.
You all came here for a reason, correct?
Yep. Shit on Tiamat.
Well, Tiamat's not here, but there's another reason you're here.
Shit on them.
So how do I put this? What was your plan? What did you think you were going to accomplish by infiltrating Blagothkis's castle?
Well, that's a
Were you
very
trying?
interesting question. So,
Shit on
this
him.
is the part where I tell you that we're going to explain the plans in detail, so now you know them. We were gonna shit on the person who is in charge. I specifically
so you're looking...
want to
you're
talk
looking-
to a baby dragon. That's my
I
intention.
see. So you're looking for Severin.
That's their name. Yeah. I'm gonna talk to them.
Yeah, Janva's just gonna kind of like look like Severin's here.
Well, of course. He's came to speak with that old dying worm.
Hey, manners.
Hmm.
You're the one that was like, dragons are fucking cool and shit.
I never said that. Are you
Judges.
putting... Now, who's trying to charm who?
I'll look at
Oh
Spud. I'm so confused. I don't understand how to read mortals.
God.
But just kind of like leans into you. Honestly, I've given up many centuries ago.
So, what can you do for us?
One more.
I'm acting like I'm part of, like I'm already, I've negotiated, I got what I wanted, which I haven't done all. So, what are you gonna do for us then?
Well, I could take you to Severin,
Okay.
or I could kill half of you and leave my favorites to be my thralls. So,
See, but then you would die. Because you can die. Again.
I highly doubt you'd be the one to do that.
I don't necessarily think that I would not do it.
It's like the like
this
the,
chance to pray.
you may. As the consorts just kind of like look between each other, like trying to decipher what Fox is saying.
Fox is so wise. I love this.
He is bullshitting until something remarkable happens. I swear, like I told you guys, Fox is a bard.
You fucking kidding me?
I'm not kidding you.
What is your prayer? And roll me percentiles.
Bahamut's gonna be like, fuck,
Do we
shut
trust
up.
them? It's like. $90.
I need you motherfucking clerics to stop rolling so motherfucking high on
Jesus
your
probably
mother.
feels the same way, let's be
fucking-
honest.
See, there's a thing, right? It's called divine intervention that usually takes place of what that mechanic is. So I've downgraded into just being like, you say a word to your god, and your god's like, I heard you.
I heard you, bitch. So what was your prayer?
Can Fox please shut up? He's gonna get his kills.
Bahamut comes down from the heavens and just like pinches Fox's lips, goes like,
Like,
and then he disappears.
good.
Should we trust them? Is your prayer?
Totally.
That's like.
Let me.
Do not have what I needed to have. I was so prepared to talk to a dragon that all my spells are for that.
Okay.
Janva will keep her rapier.
Okay.
Eat the left.
Oh, good. I love it when they're reasonable.
I'm gonna look at Spud. That was being super reasonable. Wasn't even confrontational or anything.
You were being annoying and not in an adorable way.
Oh, that's true.
Is that Sputter the vampire?
Oh, that was the vampire. Sorry.
Well then, forget that. If it's Spud, I'm like, that's true.
Well, she would say you were being unreasonable and you were being
I was being a dick.
it wasn't cute. It wasn't cute.
I'm always cute.
This big grumpy lumpy Tortle just like I'm always cute. Captain said I was cute.
The captain said I was cute.
And I guess are gonna follow the vampires. Janva will keep. Will kind of like look at Greyson and Fox, wanting to kind of just basically keep Xavier in between them,
Okay, so
away from the vampires.
So Janva having sheathed her her rapier and saying lead the way. What does everyone else do?
I'm gonna,
Yes.
I guess, follow suit, but I will keep holding my sword, not out, but I'm holding it. And
Okay.
kind of like on the defensive,
So they're
ready.
just like sheathed but like ready to pop it open.
Hmm.
Okay. All right, so Birdurai, Fox.
I'm gonna look towards Spud. I'm like, you just tell me when. You end this in seconds.
I will say when.
All right, good. Not too loud, because then Fifi will hear it.
Of course. We won't want that.
And then shit will happen. More shit will happen.
You don't want the world to explode, Spud. I mean, I'll follow, but I'll probably be the first one walking forward, just in case anything bad happens. It happens to me.
Ophelia and Yuliy.
Yeah, we'll follow suit. I just want to be I guess, like, towards the middle so I can have an eye on if Xavier needs anything and anyone else.
Everyone's just like elephant herd huddling around Xavier.
I'm gonna go over to Xavier because I totally thought of this all on my own. I'm like, this is what you do if you ever need help. I'm gonna get my staff and draw a circle around him. Tell them this is your house and they're not allowed in. Vampires can't come unless they're invited. 100%.
She just like looks very confused.
100% original idea that no one told me.
Yes.
How am I?
Yes, of course.
How am I supposed to stay in the circle if we're moving?
Look, I can't come up with everything.
I understand. I know.
Janva's gonna look at that and it's like, that's a pretty good idea.
I mean, it was a great idea. It was a great idea, Mr. Fox. But you know, I mean, you're really smart.
I know. And just walk forward behind her. Behind the oh, I just forgot her name. I forgot her name.
Sandessel?
Sandy.
Sandy.
Everybody-
A vampire called
Sandy.
Sandy.
I'm gonna be walking behind Sandy.
They just know her as Sandy.
Just know her as Sandy.
Because it was a long yes.
Sandessel's not that long.
Sandessel is not long,
Sandessel.
but
Sandals.
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 Thank you for helping me remember it a little
Sandals the
bit easier.
vampire.
Sandals the vampire. Holy shit.
Ah,
Yeah, well,
Okay,
that's-
with that,
Janva-
Grace.
yeah.
Grayson, what are you? Yes, John.
No, I was gonna say Janva would just put it.
Okay. Grayson, what?
Are we walking?
From what you
currently?
see, the group is going to follow the vampire. So everybody's kind of filing in line. Janva, you see Janva kind of like position Xavier to be behind you as you begin to walk. Fifi behind Xavier just to make sure that nothing gets to him.
She's like,
Janva
we're not
just looking
losing.
at. No, I was gonna be like,
Fifi's
Janva's.
We
Go,
have
go,
a
Use
system,
start.
guys.
use the things.
We have the
Sorry.
system.
You go, 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 go.
Fifi, yes.
Fifi's like, we're not gonna lose track of any more Tatarics today.
Damn.
It's Tataric.
Tataric. Tataric.
Well, I guess I'll be third. I have a thing I'm gonna say.
Okay, Janva.
Yeah, Janva's gonna look at Fifi just like, yeah, like
I motion
keep
with
an
eyes.
eye on the baby.
So motioning like
Cleric protection squad.
pointing to herself, pointing to Fifi, just like we got the baby, we got him.
We got the baby.
Mother elephant herd squad, we got this. Fox.
As we're walking and following, I'm gonna speak to Sandy.
Speaking to Sandy, okay.
Sandals.
So, what's the grandmother have to do with this? What does a cunt want with the kid?
I don't know what grandmother you speak of.
That's not what I thought you would say. Okay. Are you lying to me? Are you lying to me?
Do I have any reason to?
I don't know.
I've been completely truthful with you up to this point. What advantage do I have to lie? Darling, when you get to be as old as me, you learn that being candid is possibly the easiest road to walk.
No, that's true. I'm gonna look towards
Fox, just like I've always been candid.
like I've always told the truth. I won't remember what the truth is in a minute, but I've always told the truth. Alright, that's it. I'm even more inclined to trust him since I
So
don't know who
as
she is.
she leads you essentially down around the massive tower that takes up most of this courtyard, there is a set of stairs that leads down onto the bridge that you were on before. This one specifically, as you're taking down those stairs, down these sets of stairs here, and she leads you into a small, kind of like a little ramshackle building that looks like it was just recently. It was newly erected. It's very new, but it's just very haphazardly thrown together from what you're looking at. And she just pulls the door open. She like motions for you all to step inside. What do you do?
Well, step inside. And
Okay.
if I die, that's gonna be really annoying for you.
Oh, I'm certain it would be.
And I'm gonna be so proud of it, like, that's a great leverage.
Damn, Fox, you fucking nailed it.
They're shitting their britches now.
Well, look
They're
at
not wearing
the,
britches.
The outside people, no bodies, no, they're just gone. Just.
There's
no
nobody around?
footprints.
No, they all seem to just have vanished.
Well, like, great. What happened to everybody that was outside?
Oh, they, once it's nightfall, it becomes my shift to patrol the grounds, so everybody just kind of tends to avoid me. Can't imagine why.
Yeah, you're a lovely person.
Yes.
So weird.
Probably.
I know, aren't I?
But I was gonna say if Fox goes in, Janva's gonna look at Sendessel
Yes.
and
Sandals.
Sandals.
and just give a little bit of bow. Ladies.
Well, I would prefer to have you all in before I start to show you the way down.
I insist.
And I insist you get inside before I break your fucking neck.
Well,
Down to the red.
that escalated fucking quickly.
She is an immortal creature, and patience runs thin sometimes after a few centuries.
I have run that patience to the ground.
Fox alone has run that patience into the ground.
The next
Into hell.
500 years would be like, I could have had patience, but this one giant turtle.
This one fucking turtle that maybe had like a year left to go just fucking did it for me.
Janva will let Zevi go in first, and then Fifi, and then herself.
Very rude. It's very rude. Don't interrupt. As Alright.
Birdurai. Hold her hand, it's polite.
What?
Hold who's saying?
I'm saying it's to Birdurai to hold Sandal's hand, that it's polite.
As the consorts have filed in with you at this point.
Birdurai only needs one hand to attack. I have
No.
thoughts.
As
I mean, you do whatever you want.
she just walks in with you all and closes the door behind her. As you are all in this dark, vacant kitchen area. And everybody roll me a perception.
Ooh, I'm kind of...
Dark vision.
Oh, yeah, that is sport. I do not have...
Janva, what do your elf eyes see?
That matters.
Janva. Well. She got a 20. 19 plus.
19 plus 5. Okay, alright. So, it looks like, there are a lot, it looks like there has been just absolutely no management in this kitchen whatsoever. Like, barrels and sacks of produce have been, like, left open, some items strewn across the floor.
Oh no, not
Damn.
the cabbages.
Oh, the cabbages, like,
No, the
there's-
cabbage.
there are like pots that are left abandoned on a stovetop that it looks like that whatever was inside, no lid put on it, like whatever soup or whatever is inside has just like completely coagulated at this point. It's like
Disgusting.
everything's like been left out in a mess, and
The kitchen with no management? Jeez.
Yeah.
Why are you explaining my kitchen?
it's like and there's like even like slices of like chopped meat that are sitting on a cutting board that have just been left abandoned, and like flies are starting to collect around it. Excuse me, sir. And when you look up, there like and when you look up, there's actually a second level, but it's not so much as like a second story, but like kind of like an overhanging loft with like straw and hay like stuffed into it, with a singular ladder. But from what it looks like, it's vacant. And as you the most that you can see that's worthwhile is just stray pieces of spiced jar spices, like jarred spices and like salt, pepper, cinnamons, just like kind of like sitting haphazardly strewn across the counters. But the vampires, they just kind of like forego all of this as they go towards a double-doored, like a latched double door that's on the ground, like a trapdoor leading down. As Sandessel opens it, and she gestures for you all to go down. As it looks to be a short drop, like a good it's about a 5-foot drop down into what looks like a small cavern that's slick with ice.
I'm gonna look at whoever is near me. So, what can you tell about the owner of this castle?
As Sandessel, who's holding the doors open and waiting for you all. That would be King Blagothius.
Oh, is it here?
Of course, he's the king of this castle.
I really didn't piece those two together. That slipped my mind. Completely. Not gonna lie to you. Oops, I forgot. That makes sense.
This whole castle is his own creation. He's possibly one of the last cloud giants left running this place.
Where's the blue dragon? Sorry, I interrupted you, my bad.
Yes, that's very rude of you.
Hey, I'm sorry.
As for, you said a blue dragon.
Yeah.
There are no blue dragons here.
Is there another cloud giant with the blue dragon?
Of course, I mean, dragons do come and go, but there's only ever one that remains within the belly of this castle.
Alright.
Yeah, Janva just remembering the name that Talus gave her. Glazhael?
That'd be him.
I'm gonna say hi to them.
I'm sure he would appreciate the company.
Yeah. We're gonna be
long.
good friends.
He's absolutely long-winded. I'm sure you'd enjoy him.
Yeah.
I mean, he's fairly old, possibly older than me. So, down you go.
Well, I guess jump. Well, I don't know. Fox, do you want to jump down or do you want Janva to jump down? Doesn't matter.
How far? Wait, how far is the?
It's about a 5-foot drop.
I'm just gonna fly down.
As Fox, as you're jumping down, Spud would have there's a moment where he kind of like sniffs at the cavern, and he just hops down and starts walking, like just trotting ahead.
Perfectly safe.
Right.
Spud knows what's up.
Janva will jump down and just for Xavier and Greyson and.
Right. So for the most part, everyone's jumping down. Ophelia, Yuliy.
Yeah, we'll jump down.
Okay, Greyson.
He'll be bougie and teleport down.
Fair.
Can't break the cycle.
As
No.
Xavier kind of like watches you just teleport down a 5-foot drop. Yeah, it makes sense.
Don't want to risk it.
No, you don't. And Xavier just kind of like hops down as well. So, everyone heading forward as Sandessel just kind of looks to you all, just like, well, enjoy your chat. I'll be here if you get back before sunrise. And then she'll close the doors behind you.
You should wear a hat when you go outside. And this, okay, bye.
Okay. We move you all to where you are now.
Big hat, kind of gets a shade. Maybe wear gloves. Okay.
As-
Janva just even looking at Fox. That is a good idea.
Thank you.
Surprised they haven't thought of that.
I know. Centuries and millennia of vampires. They have not thought of a hat and shade.
At least a parasol.
I mean, for real.
As I will say, you'll be walking for a good 5 or so minutes, just the sounds of Spud's hooves against the stone, clopping, echoing through, and as you venture deeper and deeper into these caverns, the walls start to kind of sparkle with ice, and soon the walls themselves start to look as if they are made of ice. As your feet start to crunch on a light kind of carpeting of snow, and the air just seems to grow more frigid and almost seems to bite for those that aren't used to the cold.
Not live.
Going to cast
Kind of
spell
flinging.
poison.
Yeah. That's good.
Aw. As for the most part, Zeve's just kind of like fucking cold, and he's just trying to like wrap his arms around himself just to keep warm.
Yeah, I was gonna say Birdurai gonna do the same thing, kind of. I'm gonna look at Ro if he's shivering. If he is, I'll wrap him with
Ro
me.
kind of like he looks sluggish for the most part.
Reptile.
You know, being a little reptile baby.
Grayson's gonna conjure a cloak for Xavier.
Aw. Zevy. Yes.
I'm gonna tell Ro to move in front of me, and then just go like this,
Aw.
so that we're both covered with the wing, at least a little warmth.
As Grayson, you conjure a cloak for Zevia. He just kind of like takes it. He looks a little embarrassed at first, but just wraps it around his shoulders, just like, thank you.
Dad, don't embarrass.
Always worried about you catching a cold.
See, there's like a moment where his like cheeks kind of like turn like almost like a shade of purple from embarrassment against his red skin. It's just like, Dad, fine.
I can imagine Fifi's like fins like crossing over a little bit. She's like shaking because she has like barely any clothes on.
Oh my God, Fifi, the one person who was not prepared for winter. Which is when you're in the water and swimming and it's frigid cold, you're fine. It's like you're absolutely fine. Your body regulates to it. But being in the air, God, this sucks. It's so thin and icy, and you can't catch a current to keep warm. What is this?
What is even this world?
Didn't even. So as the human world is a mess. As you are all brought. Eventually, the cavern leading, you see some points that kind of like splinter off here and there, but for the most part, Spud seems to be leading you straight on.
Okay.
As
Good.
And Spud is leading. Oh,
Spud is leading. You are all brought to this point,
He's the smartest one.
ready for this giant map. You are brought here. As you are brought into this massive icy cavern that just seems almost expansive, and there's just piles and piles of gold and jewels, and chests, and gazing upon this in like the low kind of lantern light that's being provided in this cavern, you see this massive white creature just lounging on top of this gold, just kind of like with his paws crossed over, as his head's like kind of low to the ground. And you see a few members of in purple kind of standing dead center guard, and you also see another individual, also swathed in purple, with a hood kind of pulled over his head for a moment. A small red pseudo-dragon kind of draped around his neck and perched on his shoulder like a scarf almost. And right before the white dragon, and before this man with the pseudo dragon, you see this. I don't want to say juvenile, but definitely a young red dragon standing before this ancient white beast, and its head is low as it's like whispering quietly in the dragon's ear.
I'm gonna look at Spud. Which one should be fuck? Which one should we be worried about?
Spud just kind of like inhales the air and looking with as much as he can see. You feel as I assume as your hand is like on the nape of his neck, holding him, like kind of keeping yourself steady for the most part to stop yourself from slipping on the ice. You feel him bristle almost. We should not trust the one red.
Not trust one.
The one in red
That makes sense.
is what he says to you, Fox.
I'm gonna cast
As
protection from energy on Spud. We'll give
Okay.
him
as
resistance to fire.
there's a moment where the pseudo dragon kind of like swivels its little cat-like head around, leering in the darkness. You see its eyes kind of glowing almost as it looks to you all, kind of gathered in the entrance. And then it swivels its head back and like it like chitters in the cloaked individual's ears as he kind of like straightens up, and there's like Janva, from what you can see, there's a faint hint of a smile on this person's lips, as you can see dark skin beneath the hood, but like not just any dark skin, but the dark skin of a drow. As they pull back their hood, and you see kind of like the almost white but soft lilac hair that's kind of swept to one side. It's almost styled in the same way as yours, kind of like with a half shave on the side, but the rest kind of falling long down to their shoulders. Very sharp features. And how many of you have how many of you have dark vision, I should ask? And to what distance?
6 for both of us.
Wrong. 60 for both of you. So Fifi, you're like back there though. You won't quite catch it. But Janva, you see, essentially you see this drow person, long, like the same long tapered ears, dark purple skin like your own, lilac eyes, like these sharp features, and these certainly are features that you recognize, that they look almost exactly like the sibling that had left you so long ago. They look, but they don't quite look the same. It's like you see hints of Lesset there, but they seem sharper, more defined, more less feminine. As this as Severin looks to you all. Well, I see. This is an unexpected interruption. I want to ask what it is you're all doing here. But most of all, I want to know what you're doing here, Janva. My dear sister. And that's where we're going to leave it for tonight.
Oh,
Motherfucker.
Before I cast protection from energy,
Yes.
I'm gonna look at Spud. Wait, can you get hurt from fire?
I don't know.
Protection from energy, fire. So that is my last level 3 spell.
Okay. And all right, that's where we're gonna leave it for tonight, guys. So this video will be edited and put on YouTube at a later date. We will pick this up again in 2 weeks to see where this encounter takes us, as you are now within essentially the lair of the White Dragon,
Oh my god.
with some uninvited guests.
I'm excited.
So yeah, this is gonna be fun. I'm super excited for this.
I get to talk to a white dragon.
Eventually.
I would be excited to do that too.
But
You can talk to your brother. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm talking to that dragon.
As I sit here.
She's redeeming concern over and over again. So, all right. So, thank you all for watching. We will see you all next time. Check out Hogwarts Prep on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
They have a fun thing going on.
So much fun.
Yeah.
So much fun. Check out Jeremiah's game room Tuesday. Tell him what to play. Always. So, yeah.
Drum roll.
Yes. Get that drum roll. Yes. Right. So yeah. So we'll see you guys next time. Thank you all for watching, and bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Goodbye.